Okay, about to call Tyler now. Place it right back here, so y'all should be able to hear him better than me. Ooh, it's hot in here. I have to get a fan. We don't knock anything over. What did I tell you? Okay. Don't think he picked up, but we'll just wait a minute. Wait for everyone to show up. Not yet, but he'll call me back in a minute. Let's see. And once everyone starts showing up, we can just go ahead and do it as soon as everyone comes. Yeah. I'm gonna watch a little bit of YouTube for a minute. Wait. Tyrone Magnus got all the Spider-Man Far From Home wave. Man. I don't want all wave. I do want the Mysterio and the Scorpion. Scorpion most of all, because I love Scorpion so much. What you doing, Italy? Hey, Louis, hey, Diana, Louis here. Come here. Louis here. Come on, man. I want that Scorpion figure, though. I've been wanting a Scorpion figure for so long. Although I do have the Mac Gargan Venom figure. That's pretty awesome. But I want a traditional Scorpion figure. Second is probably Mysterio. Really like the Mysterio. Third is probably got to be the Hydro Man figure. I don't really care about the Spider-Man figures. To be honest, I do want a new Spider-Man figure, like an MCU version, but I don't know which one I really care about that much. I do want Iron Spider. I really want Iron Spider with the arms and all that, but I don't know what kind of Spider-Man I'd like. I know in regards of Marvel Legends, I have the really second main one I wanted, which is Gambit. I'm still on the lookout for the Beast figure and the Weapon X version of Wolverine figure. Really want those two. Alright, just waiting for everyone to come. I should have posted a small video declaring it. I know this is kind of last minute. I've been trying to do a live stream for a while. Well, really, I've just been lazy this week. I had my company has a 2-week shutdown. So I was kind of lazy this week, just did not feel like doing videos, even though I tried to muster the strength to do some. Now I got 1 week left, so I'm going to try and push out some videos this week, and maybe do some gaming. Want to maybe play some Uncharted, probably Uncharted 1, or Battlefront 2. Kind of felt like playing some Battlefront 2. I don't know yet. I'd want to play Lego Jurassic World, but I gotta buy it again for the PS4 to record it. I got it for the Xbox 360 though. Dinah. Just wait on Tyler. He'll should be here in a few minutes. I don't play Minecraft or Fortnite. Minecraft never really is. It's not really appealing to me. That kind of game. I know it's kind of had a resurgence lately. It's been entertaining watching like Nogla and Terrorizer and I Am Wildcat play it a little bit for the comedic factor because they add that. But it's not really my thing. And then Fortnite, I thought about playing a little bit of Fortnite, but you kind of really have to play it for a while to get good at it, and I don't really want to play it that much. I prefer console games, and I prefer playing older games. So even Lego games I like to play, although I've only ever played a little bit of Lego Indiana Jones and all of Jurassic World Lego. And I loved Lego Jurassic World. That's probably one of my top 5 favorite games, just because it was so much fun playing through like the original 3 films and then Jurassic World. Even though it was Lego, it still kind of had that feel of the movies. You kind of got to explore around that world in a way that no other game has given us that opportunity except for the Telltale game, and that only focused on a fictional telling of the first movie. I'd love to do some gaming, but in regards to console, I really only want to play Spider-Man, Lego Jurassic World. I gotta do Jurassic World Evolution at some point once I can afford to get it. Let's see, what else, Dinah? What else I wanted to play real bad? Red Dead Redemption 2, and maybe Avengers when it comes out, depending if it's any good. I'd like to go back. I want to get a Hopage or whatever it's called, a Hudage or something like that. It's a recording software. I got to get a computer first to do it, and then do that. I want to record older Xbox and Xbox 360 games like Man vs. Wild and buy some old ones to play. Like I already got King Kong. I'd love to do King Kong. Some older Cabela's games. Something like that. Spider-Man 2 would be a definite as well because I love Spider-Man 2, and I think mostly games that people have kind of long forgot about, but will look back and like, oh hey, that was a good game. That was a fun game. Like those kinds of games are the ones I want to kind of play in. In regards to computer gaming, not really much in terms of that. I do want to kind of play Bigfoot if I can do some multiplayer. I'd like to play Bigfoot just for the scare factor of it. Can't really think. Maybe Granny Simulator because that would be hilarious if I could do a multiplayer with someone. Oh, Dinah. For some reason, I really want to play Man vs. Wild. I had it for the Wii. I'd rather get it for the Xbox 360 and play it again. It was one of those just direct to game like versions that if you're playing a survival simulator, it's not that great, but it is fun just going through that kind of thing with Bear Grylls. If we got a chance though, depending on when Tyler shows up, I might show y'all some of the animals real quick other than the cats. I actually today just bought a new addition for my brackish tank, my brackish 20-gallon tank I'm trying to set up right now, and it's a figure 8 pufferfish that I just got today. He's currently in a quarantine tank because for one, the tank isn't ready, the one I'm putting him in yet. I gotta get the marine salt and all that and a hydrometer to get that tank fully set up and done. Also, he's got some white cloud fungus on him, but luckily white cloud is pretty easy to treat because it's a fungus and not a parasite like ick. Ick is terrible for fish, and if you ever have ick on your fish, you need to flush that fish as quickly as you can. Get out of your tanks, otherwise it'll infect the rest of your fish because it's a parasite. And there's ick relief, but really it's all it is ick prevention. But there's no coming back from ick. Like people might say, hey, try this. No, you need to get rid of that fish as quickly as you can. But white cloud is just a fungus that develops on the fins and stuff. It's usually caused by stress. So by giving them some antifungal water conditioning for the tank, it usually clears up. Yeah, you're the only one at the moment. It seems that Louis left for a minute. Yeah, it has been a long time, and I do want the Mattel Brachiosaurus. I got a small, like, 10 toy list of figures I want. I really want the Beast figure. Oh, there's Louie. It goes off and on, and it only shows one person for me, so it's always changing. Say if you dip out for a minute and then come back, it shows as one for like 10 minutes. But the Beast Marvel Legend, the Weapon X Marvel Legend, the Scorpion Marvel Legend. I can wait on the other figures in that wave, like Mysterio and Hydro Man. Uh, let's see. I really want Nightcrawler because Nightcrawler is my favorite superhero character of all time. So we're finally getting him in an action figure form for Marvel Legends, and there is that Marvel Select one from back in the day. Not Marvel Select, Diamond Select from back in the day. I really would like to get because I've only seen it once, and I regret not getting it. But at a flea market. Then there's the NECA Godzilla, and of course the other ones when they come out, Mothra, Rodan, and Mothra and Rodan. Those are the only ones coming out, and then the atomic version of him. So that's 5. The Mattel Brachiosaurus, the Mattel Plesiosaurus. What else we got coming out, Little B? I really want the General Grievous figure from Black Series. Because I already got Mace Windu. The 80th anniversary Hulk versus Wolverine set, which I cannot wait for because I want to get a lot of the versions of Wolverine because that's the original version. I also want to get the Tiger Stripe at some point. And then, of course, Weapon X. And then maybe the Old Man Logan figure they made. And then I'll be good with Wolverine. I really want that 12-inch version that they made that looks so cool, but I can never find it. I have to order it, and it's expensive. Fifth thing, I don't think Jurassic World has anything coming out that's of too much interest to me other than the new Brachiosaurus and whatnot. And the Plesiosaurus ones I find, if they send it out soon. Let me look at my list. I know I had a small list going. Oh, this isn't. Oh, yeah, this is my agglomerate. I think I had a small list up here on YouTube. There it is. Man, I cannot believe we've gathered almost 62 subscribers in almost a month again. Because there was a moment, like a month ago, or for almost a month last month, that we lost like 20 subscribers. And I don't know what it was. And then all of a sudden this month we like regained 62 subs. It was crazy. Yeah, I haven't posted in a while though. I did the Tarzan over to review about a week ago. And that was it. Let's see. I couldn't think of any other thing for a thumbnail, so I ended up taking a picture of my sister's cat, Dinah. It's a really old one. I did post a day ago. That was that Scorpion design. I'll talk about that Scorpion design real quick. The one I posted on YouTube. If y'all want to look at it real quick. I'll be back in a second. Oh. It took me a minute. Oh, sorry, Dinah. Where did that other Tarzan DVD go? had another Tarzan DVD around here somewhere that was for the live stream. Somewhere right over here. 1 second, I'm looking for something. See, Venom. I also bought Call of Duty Black Ops for my sister, and she hasn't played it yet. I might even give it a try. It must be in. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Yaya. Hold on a second. The Tarzan DVD. The Tarzan DVD I bought. We're gonna do the live stream. Let me grab something here real quick. No, don't come in. Don't come in, Dinah. No, no. Go cuddle over here. Don't knock anything over, Dinah. Thought I'd grab these real quick. Because I still got to do the reviews for these. I have not done anything for Jurassic June. I apologize. I'm probably, if I feel like doing tomorrow, the big Jurassic chat I've been meaning to do, it's going to be so long. It's going to have so much information from like since November. Like all the Jurassic World Evolution DLCs and all that I should have covered at the time. And the ride and whatnot. But I've got the battle at Big Rock Allosaurus here I got a review. Got the Ceratops I got a review. They're pretty awesome toys. Except the Allosaurus. The Allosaurus is kind of meh. Really on any scale. The only thing good about it is the face sculpt, I think. Colors are kind of bland except for the blue. I wish they'd have added a little more color to it. The tail is just too short for me. It reminds me of the Jurassic Park 3 toys. And then the body really is just the same mold as the other version of the Allosaurus, but it just very out of proportion with the head. And I wish they would have just remodeled the whole body, but you can tell it's the same foot structure as the other Allosaurus. Like, the body is fine, the tail is too small, and the head is gigantic. So, I mean, I still like the detail in the head, but it's not a great figure. I'll say that. It's still cool, but not as great. The Ceratops is perfect because it's not. And I did look at the other figures. It's not. It doesn't reuse any pieces except maybe this part of the tail. The legs are new. The body is new, and of course the head is new. So, for the most part, this is a completely new figure. And I still haven't added them to my Mattel list. I do love how the horns are designed and all that, though. Figaro, no, don't touch. Got Figaro. Looking at the. Got a cool little. I never understood the tail smacking action, though. Do the herbivores really use that within the context of a fight? Still can't wait for Battle of Big Rock. I actually saw a glimpse. I got to react to all the trailers for Hobbs and Shaw, but because I wasn't really into it, except for the point of Dwayne Johnson, and I've kind of somewhat become a Jason Statham fan after The Meg. I've never seen any of the other Fast and Furious movies, and then I really like Idris Elba. He's one of my favorite actors, so it kind of intrigued me at the first, and I saw a bit from the final trailer, and it blew me away. So I gotta react to it, all the trailers real quick. I gotta sneeze. Achoo! Achoo! Really, man. But oh, here he is. Here's Tyler. He'll be talking in a minute. But the idea of the mech suit with Scorpion on design, real quick, thanks, was kind of. I didn't design the body that great. I'm not good at drawing people. I draw creatures and dinosaurs. The boots would have 2 claws. I don't know why I like that design. I feel like I got it from somewhere, but I can't remember. He's, of course, got the box on the back, but it's more mechanical. And it's got the spines. I always like adding the little razor-like spines for my things. I don't know why, but it kind of reminds me of how they designed the Doc Ock arms in the Spider-Man PS4 game. It's kind of like that along the back of them. And then, of course, the body armor has the typical MCU texture, like a lot of padding. And it's got the main padded ab armor that has like a the small little lines that go off like 8 arms of a scorpion. It doesn't have the exact look of a scorpion, but it still looks somewhat. Shoulder pads, and then the one glove actually has the gauntlets on both hands for the claws, but only one hand shows it. And the hand I actually really like because that's claws. It's got like little spikes that come out of the knuckles and the main right here, so it kind of looks cool there. And then the diagonal lines, because Scorpion always has the lines on his costume. And then of course the blade has some small blasters on them, and then the mechanical claw. It's not really. He can actually turn into different types of claw weapons, into a shield, into a blade-like claw, then into more of a gripping claw. That kind of reminded me of how in the 2000 He-Man series he developed that one weapon on his gauntlet. I can't remember, but it was essentially a catapult. Remember that when he would bring his arm down and you saw the thing go down into the gauntlet, and that was kind of what I meant for that blade-like weapon to be for the claws of the Scorpion, because he's never really had the claws, I think. So this is kind of different for his character, and then he's got the typical, the kind of wrestling mask, and then the actual blade. I kind of wanted to play around with the blade. Also, I think for claws is that with scorpions, the longer the claws, the more potent the venom is with scorpions. So that's why they're a little longer. Is to make that point. The scorpion claw, the tail blade is. I didn't want it to be too small like some scorpions. I didn't want it to be too long like the, say, 2000 the Spider-Man 3 video game. So I kind of made it intermediate, and I love the design of the blade. I'm happy with that. And then it's got the blaster, of course. He's never really had a blaster, I think. He always had the acid blaster that I did add on there. So he's got a blaster, a blade, and an acid blaster all in the tail. So he's kind of the bigger threat of this MCU Spider-Man. That was just my little design that I wanted to pitch because I always had these ideas in my head. So I wanted to just draw this version of Scorpion for myself because I really want to see Scorpion in an MCU film. Michael Mondo is the actor who's playing Matt Gargan so far, and I really want to see Scorpion. Hopefully he'll be in Spider-Man 3, hopefully. Because by the time Spider-Man 3 comes along, I don't know if they'll want to do a Sinister Six film, but they do have a majority of the players in there. You got Shocker, Vulture, Mysterio, depending on if they let them all live. Mysterio, you got Scorpion if you want to play around with him. You can't really play around with Prowler. And then the Elementals are not the true versions of Sandman, Multiman, and Hydro Man, and then Cyclone. So you could maybe play around with maybe trying to recreate an Elemental, and then you end up creating Sandman or whatnot. But personally, if I could have the other, let's see, so Shocker, Vulture, Mysterio, Scorpion. If I could have the other two, I'd have to go with Doc Ock as the fifth villain, as the main leader. And then for a sixth one, let's see. And I'd love for Mark Hamill to play as him, but we'll have to see. In regards to a sixth member, I feel like adding the Elemental again would be kind of redundant. So I'd really like to, I really want Rhino. I think if they did a good Rhino could work. Because then you kind of got everything. You got the heavy, you got the brain, and then you got the other brawn in there. So I think that would be my perfect Sinister Six. Real quick. Yeah, Rhino is probably my pick because we didn't get a good Rhino. Rhino sucked in TASM 2. And then we got a really good version of Lizard in The Amazing Spider-Man. The Lizard, I think, was great in that film. That was probably the only good thing I liked about the Amazing Spider-Man films was how the Lizard was handled. And since they've already got him in the film, I think they're going to want to get away from all that. Hobgoblin could be one. I've actually really wanted to see Hobgoblin for a while, so who knows? Maybe they could work in Hobgoblin and they can work out Hobgoblin to Norman Osborn and all that. Because eventually I want to see a good Green Goblin. Hopefully. Oh, I just found that Tarzan DVD I was looking for. But, yeah, a good Green Goblin. Not the mech suit, not the ultimate Green Goblin, and not the AIDS-ridden Gobby we got in TASM. Hello, Dinah. You gonna talk? Hello. But an actual Green Goblin, like the kind of ripped clothing, the scaled armor, the laugh and everything. Ah, Spider-Man. Kind of go after that Steve Blum Spider-Man from the Spectacular Spider-Man. That was always one of my favorite versions. Now, who's that big man? Little D. He's a little kitty cat. But that Green Goblin, like that, not any other version. So, I need to read some of these comments, Dinah. Let's see what we got here. Here we go. Fire Godzilla. Yeah, the thermonuclear Godzilla. Yeah, Fire Godzilla is what they call him. Like, I don't care, guys. It's the same daggone thing. If it's Fire Godzilla, Burning Godzilla, same thing. Even if he is Fire Godzilla, people comment on that, and I'm like, he's just on fire. Just leave it alone. Let's see. The Battle Damage Baryonyx set. I don't even think I've heard of that. I think I have, but at the same time, I don't. Let me look up real quick. Maybe. I feel like I've heard of that, but I can't remember. What's this? Why do they keep teasing us? Engine Ops, full pitch trailer coming this Jurassic June. Jurassic June's almost over. Engine Ops is a Instagram page, and they posted this. They already posted they're going to release it, and here's another teaser image of the Jurassic Park animated series that was supposed to release back in the 90s. And they're teasing us again. It says engine on the side of that chopper, and it says here, Engine Ops, full pitch trailer coming this Jurassic June. And Jurassic June's almost over. I mean, when are they going to release it? What the? That's some Chris Pratt butt, literally. They're Big Jack Films finding some Jurassic toys. Let's see. I always get stuck on Instagram once I go through it. Oh, that is a beautiful ball python. And then, of course, here's the Jurassic Park ride that I need to look at. Mostly the looks of the Indominus. Wait, what's that? That is a gold stripe, it looks like. That could be the Indoraptor. Maybe we'll get the Indoraptor on the ride. But I was going to talk about that once I did the video. Oh, it's a little king toad. Oh, little more that's crocodiles. I gotta stop looking through all this. So good. That's a funny picture. I gotta stop. What the? No. Avengers Endgame. What's this? New Lockwood Library Arena in Jurassic World Alive. Huh. What the crap is that thing? I don't even know what that fish is. Let's see. I got here. Huh. I gotta look for something. I keep on getting distracted. Okay, where is Jurassic Outpost? What the? Okay, it's Mysterio. Oh, there we go. Huh, there's a new T-Rex like thing on this Jurassic World thing. Huh, that's cool. My throat. Last day of Jurassic June. And I guess that's today. Someone made an actual glowing ring from Lord of the Rings. Huh. If today's the last day, then where's the Jurassic Park show teaser? I'll go back up here. I want to find out, man. What the crap? What's wrong with this? It's done. Full picture of this Jurassic June. Today is last day of Jurassic June. I can't wait. Wow, that looks pretty good. Oh, this dropped 2 days ago. So it's supposed to come out today. 3 days ago this was posted. Why is it so recent? Instagram is funny that way. So today is supposed to be the day that we find out what the Jurassic Park pitch trailer was supposed to be. So I'm waiting on that. I'm trying to find Jurassic Outpost. It's always kind of annoying going through all this. Oh, here we go. Following Tyler. Jurassic Outpost. Maybe they'll have the baryonyx. No, I don't see it. I know we were supposed to get something in regards to a baryonyx figure. Probably making a mistake by continuing to look for it. Here's the booger baryonyx. Now, I actually have seen the new version of the Ceratosaurus and the Ankylosaurus. I didn't like them that much. But I don't see the battle damage baryonyx yet. I feel like I know that it's supposed to be coming, but I'll keep looking anyway. Baryonyx. I've been looking for the original baryonyx and the original Allosaurus, but you gotta get them on eBay. I can't find them anywhere anymore. Let's see, back. Nice. Why would you have two of the Pseudoceratops unless you're building a herd? I got one. That's all I need. It's an adult Allosaurus. Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, his head grew, but the rest of them didn't. So I wish they would have added at least shrunk down the head a little bit, maybe, or at least made the tail a little bit longer, so it looks a little more size for proportion. Oh yeah, the Shark Jira thing on Hungry Shark. I feel like I like the head sculpt of this Allosaurus more, but at the same, I like the color scheme of the original Allosaurus more. I don't really care for the whole dark blue and just tan all around. The original had more the film accurate colors, I want to say. Stratosaurus is one of my favorites too. It was the Roarvors version was a good step up from the Hasbro version. My thoughts on the Pseudoceratops? I really like it. This is the version we'll see in the Battle of Big Rock, which I think we will. It's a really cool design. I can't wait to see it in the actual teaser, though. It's really interesting that they chose the Pseudoceratops instead of something else, but it's still a new dinosaur being brought to the franchise, so that's pretty cool. Should use this as the thumbnail. I wonder who the villain of Spider-Man Far From Home is. It's probably Mysterio, because I doubt they're going to make him a good guy through and through. And then, of course, you got the elementals, which are supposedly Sandman, from what we've seen, Sandman, Hydro Man, Molten Man, and I believe they said Cyclone are all the elementals. I know, maybe let's do it. Yeah, he is. Then it's a red baryonyx. I feel like I've seen a red baryonyx. Can't quite remember. I feel like I've seen the red miniature Acanthosaurus. I'm ashamed of myself too because I don't own the Carnotaurus either. There's the slime lava play set. There's a weird version of Baryonyx right there. Images. It might pop around here. I want the original version. I don't want the booger Baryonyx, as I like to call it. Look at there's the booger Baryonyx. It's not that bright yellow, actually. It's actually a light green color. So it doesn't look as nasty as the other version we saw. For some odd reason, I feel like it looked different. Oh, there it is. It's not as bad, but it's just a slight green color, but I don't care for repaints. I want the originals. It's like when you get into bright light, it looks worse. Don't see it yet. I do know there's the lava playset that has the red patch on top instead of the blue. Try looking up battle damage. No pictures of it yet. There's probably some floating around somewhere. I do know the, there it is, I think. Here's this one that I found. Ultimate Baryonyx Breakout is what it's called. It's more of a purple and pink color, though. I don't know if that's legit, though. But that's what I found. It's got like a purple color to it. It's actually not that bad. Ultimate Baryonyx Breakout is what it's called. Battle Damage Ultimate Baryonyx Breakout. That scared me. It's on, what scared you? It's on Vax app. Vax app, I'll look it up. Queen Forever. Yeah. Oh, okay. Battling the Ceratosaurus. The only 2 years left till Jurassic World 3 and less than a year and a half until we get the official trailer. If Rexy dies, I don't think she will, but we'll have to see about all that. Sure, go ahead. That was the only one I could find that said Ultimate Battle Damage Baryonyx playset, is what it said, and it was just more of a purple color. I mean, I know the, it'll be dark like in the novels, that'd be good. I know that there's the lava set, but I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen the majority of the toys. I have never even seen the Suchomimus, any of the versions of Suchomimus, the repaint of the Stegosaurus. I've never seen them in the toys, the Walmart or Target. I've recently been going to Target more for the NECA figures and all that, because of course Toys R Us doesn't sell or isn't around anymore. Maybe they'll bring one back around me before Christmas, but we'll have to see. Going back up. Up, up. Up, up. Yes, Suchomimus. There's Louie. Let's see. All right. Oh, there it is. It's on the thing. So it looks just like the lava set, although it's probably still waiting to come out. Yeah, I think I have heard of that from the Fax app that they released on Jurassic Outpost. I don't really care about the repaints that much. I feel like that since Mattel is kind of going under, that they're trying to do repaints and whatnot of everything, and that's just gonna fail. There probably will be a rematch of Spinosaurus and T-Rex in Jurassic Park in Jurassic World 3. We know that Trevorrow, he hasn't let it go since Jurassic World 1. So I can almost guarantee he's going to try and figure it out for Jurassic World 3. Although if it doesn't fit well into the story, then maybe we'll get it in some other route. I'm pretty sure. I mean, he's a big Jurassic fan, so he likes to deliver to the fans and give them what they want. So he wasn't able to do in Jurassic World, but Fallen Kingdom, but that shows that he hasn't forgotten. So we'll more than likely get a version of it, or somehow in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Little D. Well, there we go. That's not possible for a second. Well, we already saw the Indominus Rex didn't survive. They had to. We saw her actual skeleton. Then the Indoraptor. I doubt he's gonna pull a. See what movie would that been off of? Pull themselves off the spike. Severely doubt the Indoraptor survived. The hiccups now. Yeah, I've got the posable Indoraptor too. It's one of my favorites. The battle damage Spinosaurus, which will be in the Jurassic chat. I'm glad we're probably going to be finally getting a Spinosaurus, but I'm really disappointed it's not the film accurate colors of the original they released. And I don't really care for the added battle damage and the light up feature and all that. I really don't. I'd trade all that just to get the same colors of the original that are film accurate. So in that front, it's kind of disappointing to me, but at least we're getting a Spinosaurus. Most people that want one, but I think I'll wait until I can get the actual version that I want. Because I was waiting because I never got the original Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus toy, which is overly expensive now. And now the Mattel version is just as much as the previous one. Yeah, it was. Once Tyler comes on, we're going to talk about it more. Don't you be squeaking at Miss Kitty. No, don't you be mean to her. No. Where Miss Kitty? I got her. Go her back. No. You're not going to be mean to her. Defending her little throne. They could have either captured one, maybe. Don't you be mean to her. Or they'll recreate one. It's hard to tell. Although if one survived, then it'd probably escape the Lockwood Manor. I'd say it'd probably have to be a different. It could be a juvenile, maybe. If they worked that out. I don't know if it'd be the original one though from JP3. Yeah, they haven't really released anything new yet. They do have the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Legacy Collection John Hammond that's coming out with a little raptor pedestal with the baby raptor in it, and of course his cane. That's really about it. And then maybe we'll get something new at San Diego Comic Con because last year we got the 6-inch collector figures shown to us, but maybe they'll show off more of those. They've already announced that yes, they are still coming. They're supposed to be releasing something new from San Diego Comic Con, which I think is what there was going to be. But JC over at he does the tour reviews for Marvel in Marvel's News. He actually reached out to them to ask about those, and they said that no, they have not been canceled. Kinda. Kinda. Poor little kitten. Oh yeah. Don't be mean to her. Yeah. She's right behind you. Don't you be mean to her. Looking at. What you see? Elsa creeping up the hallway. Yeah, the Mattel. I like the Legacy Rex over any other version. I just love the detail in it and the head sculpt. The feet are a little too big for me, but I do love the head sculpt. Yeah, hopefully they'll be able to get themselves out of the funk they're in with in regards to toy sales. Jurassic has been kind of slowed down, which is kind of a good thing because if they put out all their products so quickly, then we're not going to get anything for Jurassic World 3, which they got to kind of. I think if they can hold off, make one big figure towards the end of the year, and then do the 6-inch line next year, they'll be able to hold out until Jurassic World 3. Then, of course, in about March of 2021, we should be getting Jurassic World 3 toys. Thrash and Throw is the Thrash and Throw. The Thrash and Throw is the Mattel version 2. I was thinking of the Thrasher Rex. The Legacy is my favorite version. I don't really care for all the mechanics of any other Rex toys. I'm just fine with posability and the articulation and sculpt. So the other figures don't really matter to me. I just like the Legacy Rex, which is really hard because the body of the Thrasher T-Rex from the Lost World wins it over for me, but the head sculpt of the Legacy Rex is my favorite. Yeah, it's got that little button. Does it have a little button on the bottom? I think it does have a button on the bottom. Yeah, because you can just press the button instead of stomping it around like the Mattel version. Ugh. Yeah, bro. The stomp and strike. I do have to do that toy video. I went over to a Walmart in Florida and I saw the Marvel Legends, the 8-armed Spider-Man, or the 6-armed Spider-Man is what I think they call it. I also saw that one over near my local Walmart. Then I saw the Forge Marvel Legends, which I wish I had gotten at some point, but I need to save my money because Forge is actually one of the first Marvel Legends I ever got. He was really good, a really cool figure. Then I saw the repainted Ankylosaurus. All right, Tyler's ready. And I saw the repainted Ceratosaurus. I didn't like either of them though. All right, about to welcome Tyler on. Ugh. Right back. Hasbro Indo Indominus Rex is okay, but the Mattel version is magnificent. Let's see, did I do the... What was it? You want speaker now?
Yeah.
There we go. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we've been mostly talking about toys and stuff for the past little while.
Sorry. It took me a little long. I was working till 7, and then we stopped at Tim Hortons here in Canada, against Indeed, and yeah. Sorry, it took me a little long.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So Godzilla was amazing.
Oh man, do not get me started. It was probably, I actually said to these people, it's like the Dark Knight of kaiju movies.
Yeah.
Because the King Ghidorah introduction was probably so well executed. It was so well done. It sets you up and all that. I absolutely love the film, and also I don't know if you know, and also I know you don't know Game of Thrones, but
Charles Dance.
The eco-terrorist, he was good. The only problem is I wish they gave him a lot more scenes and stuff.
Yeah, hopefully he'll return in Kong versus Godzilla or Godzilla versus Kong. Shoot, 1 second. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
You know what actually makes me so angry about this movie?
Huh.
Is more people are seeing Aladdin. I like Aladdin. I love the original and stuff, and for me the remake and all that.
Yeah.
I hate that more people are seeing Aladdin than seeing Godzilla, because at least at the end of Godzilla they honored the guy who played Godzilla, the original one. And Aladdin, they have no tribute or anything to Ron Williams.
Oh really?
From what I can tell and stuff.
That sucks. They didn't do anything in the after credits or something like that. They probably did. I'd probably have to watch it through myself and see if they'd done something in the credits. They probably did. Probably at the very end, like Stan Lee, or actually the original Godzilla actors at the end of Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Yeah. Well, there was an end credit scene at the end of Godzilla, obviously, but then
Yeah.
there was nothing at the end of Aladdin, because I work at a movie theater, so I would know.
Yeah. Louis just said the actor Charles Dance isn't returning. I know that's the actor's name. I don't know. They probably haven't negotiated the deal yet or we just don't know yet. But I imagine in some way he's going to return, or he'll at least return if they tease, say, because they just released that the deleted scene for Godzilla King of the Monsters was going to be, I forget her name, but the Asian scientist, her twin was in her. There's apparently going to be another pair of twins that were seen to the second egg of Mothra, or the Mothra twin. So apparently that's supposed to make it into Kong versus Godzilla.
Huh.
Apparently, so maybe they can still throw in Charles Dance at some point.
Yeah. Like, and also I also love Mothra in the movie, and also I seen like like memes and stuff like that like Captain Marvel is the strong is the powerful female, and then the second part was like no, like it's Mothra who's the star of the year.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Disney thing, I now if they ever do a live action Hunchback of Notre Dame, can we please get Charles Dance as Claude Frollo?
Hmm.
Please, that'd be utterly amazing. Let's see. let's see. My favorite point in the film wasn't exactly anything specific, but I do love the design of the creatures. One of my favorite creature probably that we saw that I love looking at the expanded lore they've created in regards to the other titans like the Leviathan and so forth, the Kraken and whatnot, was the Behemoth. I absolutely loved how the Behemoth
Yes.
looked.
Yeah, I love the behemoth look. Love the behemoth look, and I also love. I was a little dis. I wish we saw the other creatures like the other 17 titans that he said. I'm not 17, the other eight titans,
Yeah.
and I just love that like it just like they did a pretty good job of hiding the the other titans like the designs and stuff like that. And I like that like even though like they're not part of like Toho's like
Yeah.
like Kaiju, I love like I just love the new titans and the new designs and everything at the end. And speaking at the end, I was a little disappointed to kill off Mothra, but we all know she's going to come back.
Yeah, she'll come back.
And yeah, I also do love that Rodan's still alive, and I just love that scene where all of them bow down. That's classic Godzilla.
Yeah. I think it's the first time they've ever like bowed truly in the films, is it? I can't remember the Toho series showing him or them bowing to him or something like that.
Yeah. Like, also, I actually want to tell you this. Remember on our other live stream that like about that I said about if I was doing Dress Park, I would have these two characters, and one of them has like a very close relationship with Rexy and stuff.
Yeah.
And here, Ken Watanabe was Godzilla. That scene,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of scene I would like for like a relationship with Rexy and stuff, because like because like for me like she's because like like I love like I said like I just love that like that scene of Ken Watanabe saying in Japanese like goodbye old friend.
Yeah.
That really teared me up.
They said there was no the critics and everyone like no character development.
Like, man, I just hate it. Like, first of all, they say, oh, it like like monster action and all that. Dude,
Yeah.
it's Godzilla. Have you not seen the other ones?
Probably the most
This
well
is
developed Godzilla characters you've gotten in the past few decades. Since the
yeah,
original,
like
black and white, I mean, unless you count Matthew Broderick in '98.
yeah, like Matthew, like the '98 one, even though it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was bad. I think bad. I
It was
think
kind
way
of meh.
bad.
It's just
Like,
meh. Zilla
yeah,
himself
like
is a great character, and it spawned one of the greatest cartoons of all time, which is Godzilla the Animated Series. And by the way, the
Yeah.
Leviathan creature, I don't know if you've heard of this. The Loch Ness Monster is what it's also known as. Apparently, they said the design of that creature, even though we haven't seen it yet, is actually based off of the design of Nessie from the Godzilla the Animated Series.
Interesting.
And then let's see. Oh, I forgot what it was. Let's see. Oh, speaking of characters, I was kind of I already called that Sarazawa was gonna die, even though it was a great scene. I really kind of wish we knew how he was gonna react to Kong and all that. But I feel like it could have been a little bit repetitive, and maybe him spouting the same uh, Godzilla's king kind of thing. It's probably good that they took him out. Now I'm thinking about it, considering what he would have thought with the whole situation between Kong versus Godzilla. I am glad at least that we have Houston Brooks, which was in the movie.
Hmm.
I was so happy to see because he's one of my favorite characters in the MonsterVerse. I liked his debut, and hey, knock it out, cats! We got cats fighting in here. The
Yeah.
debut of him in Kong, and then we had his character further explored in the comic series Birth of Kong. Although he was there briefly, it was having the same time as Godzilla 2014. That we finally got. He was with Mothra in this movie, and I hope that in Kong versus Godzilla, I keep getting them backwards, but we maybe get some an idea of what happened to his son, because of course in the comics his son has been there since the 90s. He's been on Skull Island since the 90s.
Hmm.
So I hope they'll explain that away. Cat, go on.
Yeah. Also, fun fact about like the guy who plays Hudson Brooks. Guess what?
Huh.
He's the same actor who played Miles Dyson in Terminator 2.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, was he? That's right. I
Yeah.
noticed that in the movie. I noticed that. I remember. Man, completely forgot about that until now. I noticed it was him.
Yeah. Like, cause like when I saw him, I'm like, hey, he looks familiar. Oh yeah, that's right.
It's Cyborg's dad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But
Behemoth was
yeah.
probably my favorite creature. I just love how, because I love cryptozoology and all that, and I loved
Same.
how Michael Dougherty got the idea that this is the creature that inspired the legend of the Mapinguari of South America, and that it's basically a gorilla with the head of an elephant or the head of a mastodon or mammoth, but with the arms or the hand claws of a giant ground sloth. That to
Hmm.
me, or essentially, it is just a giant ground sloth with the head of a mammoth. So I love
Yeah.
that design. I really and Louis also pointed out a minute ago the Mokili Mbembe, which is a cryptid from Africa. I really
I was
hope to
gonna
see
say
that
that.
as well. Oh man, and they say it looks very different from the. Of course, the actual legend is that it's a sauropod-like creature. Funny enough, there is actually a dinosaur I looked up that was native to the Congo in the same general area and has actually the same size called Jobaria, but that's a whole different story. It's a
Yeah.
fun idea, but
Yeah.
sauropods in Africa is something to be discovered.
Yeah. I was
Oh,
actually gonna. I actually was gonna. I was sorry to interrupt you
that's
for
fine.
a minute.
I'm trying to break up. I got the main cat in here. She's the boss, and I've got other cats coming in here, and she's trying to pick fights with all of them.
Yeah. I was sorry to interrupt a
That's
minute
fine.
ago.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. But also, by the way, sorry I interrupted a minute ago.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah. But yeah, I was actually gonna like say about like the Mokili Mbembe that it was actually also in the movie, but it was cut. But like I seen signs of it and stuff.
There's also that concept art which apparently showed a turtle-like Titan, and I didn't remember seeing tusks. I know some people said it had tusks on it. Apparently, it could be Gamera. I doubt it would be Gamera because the rights issues and all that. And then we had Gigan. Apparently, I wonder if they knew they could use him, or if they just used him as sort of a reference to show in the concept art of the monsters bowing,
Yeah.
just to show that version of Gigan.
Yeah. I really do hope they continue on the MonsterVerse after Godzilla versus Kong.
I hope they do. That means that everyone is going to have to go out and see Kong or Godzilla versus Kong so that they continue on. Because, of course, now Toho is coming to America and they're really propping up and trying. Apparently, they're going to be working on their universe itself. And hopefully, if the movies can pull in more, they'll be able to continue on. But if they don't, then it's going to be unfortunate if we lose the MonsterVerse.
Yeah.
Although technically they could continue it, it's just they couldn't really use the original Toho creatures, like Godzilla and the others. They would have to get them from the other versions that they've created.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe. Well, I think actually maybe they can, but maybe take a break. But maybe like take a break, like break with some of them. Like they can like use like for my plan. After Godzilla versus Kong, Godzilla and Kong part ways for a bit. Kong kind of takes the crown while Godzilla is taking a break.
Yeah.
And we have some movies of Kong and stuff like that. And then when people ask more demand of Godzilla and a new Godzilla and then Toho allows for another Godzilla movie comes out, it does way better than the second one. And then Godzilla comes back and stuff.
Yeah. You know what could work? Maybe they did do another creature, a Destroyer, or whatever version they make. Personally, I think they need to make a Baphomet, because apparently that's a creature that they've already shown in the MonsterVerse. And apparently, because I remember in the movie seeing a picture of Baphomet Serizawa was going through, and I'm thinking, man, if you got the literal creature that is the personification of the devil, why would you not make that the main villain creature? Kind of like the Griffin design from the scrap 90s Godzilla from Stan Winston Studios.
Yeah.
Something like that, kind of as the big bad for Kong versus Godzilla. And maybe Kong and Godzilla fight so hard to defeat this creature they have to kind of go to their homes and lick their wounds and recuperate. And we end up getting movies showcasing the other monsters protecting the world or whatnot, like Mothra and Rodan, getting their own movies, and hopefully that'll give Kong and Godzilla the back burner for a little bit so we can explore some of the other creatures in the universe.
Exactly. Also, since you mentioned Stan Winston, I went to a Comic-Con recently, a couple weeks ago, and I met this guy named Bill Diamond, and he worked for Stan Winston.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I asked him how was how was Stan Winston like? Cause I'm a big Stan Winston fan, and he says that he was such a nice guy, and I told him that he changed movie magic. He was in my opinion, he's the Leonardo da Vinci of movie magic.
Yeah. In terms of, because people know the main ones he created, like Terminator, Jurassic Park, Alien, Queen, Predator, but they don't know the other creatures like the Lake Placid crocodile and the lions from the Ghost in the Darkness. So many other creatures that they created. Then, of course, they also did the designs, or at least Mark Crash McCreary, who worked for Stan Winston Studios. He designed Davy Jones for the Pirates of the Caribbean films.
I also hope the MonsterVerse goes on. And you made a good point because I do for me I would like to see other monsters of Care to Planet. Also, speaking of that, I when I watch the end credits, I just love looking at just Godzilla taking care of the planet and having all the animals off of the endangered species list, and it's just seeing that whole end credit scene, that end credit scene before they show us a tease of Godzilla vs. Kong. I just love seeing that because that's what we need. That's just what we need right now because there's scenes that are going on with animals and being and we're just afraid of them of going extinct. That's
the harmony between Titans and humans.
Sorry?
The harmony between humans and Titans.
Yeah. And, well, not just harmony between Titans and humans, but
in the environment.
but yeah, like the environment, because if Godzilla was alive and he was like wrecking like a bunch of stuff that of people trying to like destroy the environment, or animals or something like that, I would actually cheer for him, because it's just like we need to sync with our minds, being
Yeah.
if is like should we build like a shopping mall, or have resources
It kind of be
we
like
have
the anime
sorry.
Godzilla, the what is the Godzilla Earth, kind of like that in a way.
Hmm. But anyway, yeah, I love God. Like it's been sorry that I haven't been like in my full Godzilla mode from the past month. It's just
Yeah, it's fine.
it's just been a long time since the movie came out.
Yeah, for me too. Really, most of the information I kept looking for was in regards to the other Titans. I kind of put Godzilla and the other ones on the back burner. I was trying to learn all more about Scylla. There was of course another female Muto, which I don't know if she is a because we know it's a female. It doesn't have the wings, and it's the full body type of the female. If she already existed, or if one of the theories is that she is the only surviving offspring of the male and female from 2014, which explains her size.
Hmm.
Because it kind of explains why she didn't wake up during, or maybe she survived after Godzilla killed Muto Prime somehow.
Hmm.
Because she's very small for, she's not as old as the other ones.
Yeah.
So, kind of wondering why she's the only one there also. Kind of proves that Muto Prime didn't release two, otherwise there'd be a male probably there.
Yeah. And also, it's also nice that like the Muto is not challenging like Godzilla, because we all know what happened to the female Muto at the end.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
see. I'm
And
gonna read a few of
and,
these real
and,
quick.
and
Go
speaking
ahead.
of the female Muto, did you see like the head that they took from the 2014 one in the base?
Yeah, the big female Muto.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm personally on Team Kong for now. That's just me. I want to see Kong do some kicking butt in the next one. Let's see. Also, Ghidorah will return. It's been filmed. Yeah, I don't think Ghidorah will return, but we could see him. I hope they don't go the whole General Zod thing and recreate something from his DNA or whatnot. If they
Yeah.
do something with Ghidorah, I would like to see him go a little outlandish with that kind of idea. And just go full Mecha King Ghidorah, something like that along those lines.
Yeah,
Like
and
they
make
find
him
an
the villain
alien
for.
spacecraft or something like that, and it molds to his head or whatnot, something like that. Because it's kind of
Yeah.
funny because the original Mecha King Ghidorah only had a mechanical head. This version would be all mechanical with one live head.
Yeah.
Uh,
And not only that, but like you can make him the villain for Godzilla versus Kong.
yeah. Yeah, it says the
Also,
Leviathan and the Machilian Bembe were going to be in the movie, but were cut. Let's see. Yes. Yes, in the Toho movie, he never, the creatures never bowed to him, but it was the first in this movie. He could have, Kong could have his electricity powers, maybe, but it'll be hard to tell at this moment. It's an elephant mixed with a crocodile. Which one is that specifically? I think he means the Loch Ness monster. No, I can't imagine him meaning the. Oh, I think he means the Machilian Bembe. From what I remember, it is something like that. No, sorry for place. Yeah, he's talking about Gigan there. So
hey, guy.
Louis
Oh, sorry.
saying
Go
that
ahead.
the new Muto is a young Muto Prime, which it could grow into a new Muto Prime. It could have been maybe a dormant egg that was laid. That if the other two didn't succeed in reproducing, maybe this one would become the new Muto Prime with the other one was defeated.
Yeah. Hey, Taylor.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. So. Also, just asking. It's all right if we can talk about well, we can still talk about Godzilla, but do you also want to talk about like some Marvel news and stuff?
Yeah, sure, Marvel or DC, because I love what I've been seeing from Swamp Thing. DC
Sadly, Swamp
is
Thing.
killing me though, man. Because the actor who plays in Sharknado, and he also did the voice of Nick Totopoulos in the animated series of Godzilla. He was playing Blue Devil in the new Swamp Thing series. I've been watching,
Huh.
seen a little bit, and I've been reading the new Swamp Thing comics coming out at Walmart, and Shadowpack is in the storyline. So I've been reading about Blue Devil, and I'm like, oh, DC, you canceled this? Oh, it hurts my soul because the show is so, it looks so good.
Yeah, it is.
And Swamp Thing's like my favorite DC, my second favorite DC character behind Killer Croc. So it hurts my soul. I've been a big Swamp Thing fan, and now he's taken from me. Same with Doom Patrol. All he got left is Young Justice and Titans.
Hmm.
It hurts.
Yeah. Um. But yeah. Anyway. I was gonna say.
Sorry.
Yeah. 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 Take your time. Like. Are you doing okay, man?
Yeah, we've been getting over this stuff down here, and it's been 2 weeks since I've gotten, or at least a week, and I've still got the runny nose.
But yeah. But anyway. Um. Yeah. Like Godzilla was King of Monsters was such a good movie, and I hope we do see the rest of the rest of the Titans and all that, and I think we will. But yeah, I would like the MonsterVerse to to still go on. But yeah, anyway, to some Marvel news. Did you I was looking at some. I've been looking at a lot of news lately about Marvel and stuff, and I also heard that it just came out today. It just came out no yesterday, and Marvel has plans to introduce Deadpool. So it said that he's going to meet the X-Men and join the Avengers in the MCU.
Hmm. I haven't heard of that. I've been hearing so many different things about Deadpool. It's like they're off and on about it, but I don't know if they'll want to do that. It's gonna be kind of difficult to know what they really want to do with him. I mean, I wouldn't be against it. I think it'd be hilarious, but uh, I don't know with their plans thus far. They probably might want to do it if they want to go through with Thunderbolts. So maybe. Because of
Yeah.
course the original Thunderbolts team had Red Hulk, Punisher, Elektra, Deadpool, and Crimson Dynamo.
Uh-huh. Also, there's also been other news. There's news that there's a room that Marvel is developing, a Fantastic Four movie set in the '60s, and they're doing that for Phase 4 and stuff.
That'd be cool. That'd be a nice
Yeah.
setting if they. It'd be weird to see how it works in regards to the rest of the universe taking place so many years later, but it feels like it'd be perfectly placed in the '60s. But maybe in the multiverse or something like that, they could work that out. Like their multiverse was destroyed or something like that, and they come over to this universe where it's basically the same except it's in the future.
Yeah. Also, and also speaking of Marvel, Marvel's coming back to Comic Con this year, and they're going to be doing a whole age panel, and
Yeah,
they're
true.
probably going to unveil their Phase 4 slate, obviously, and then for D23, they're probably going to unveil their Disney Plus Marvel series on there.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of thing. I didn't even think about that. Because let's see, we pretty much know what they're gonna have in Phase 4, but I mean, it's definitely going to include Doctor Strange 2, Black Panther 2, probably Captain Marvel 2, and Spider-Man 3, Black Widow, and Eternals. But I'm wondering what else they'll probably throw in there. I hope they throw something
Maybe.
new in there instead of a bunch of sequels, except for Eternals. Eternals is new, and Black Widow.
Yeah.
I'm just
I think
waiting for Savage Land to happen.
and Alpha Flight.
Alpha Flight also. I imagine they want to put the other X-Men out first before Alpha Flight, although I would rather have out an Alpha Flight movie. But we'll have to wait and see. Thunderbolts is another one I wish they would. Oh, also Guardians Volume 3 would probably be worked on, and I'm really excited for Volume 3 for what it could bring to us. Because I can't ever remember if Gamora was with them at the end of Guardian of Endgame, or did she get dusted like the rest of Thanos' army? I can't imagine that would be how it went.
No, because because like Tony, he knew Gamora was on their side and stuff, and also she showed up on Star Lord's like screen. So and then like it just looked like I think she left. I think she's because like remember this is like not the Gamora
Yeah.
that we know. This is the Gamora from 2014. So I think probably after Thanos was snapped, I think she probably left because like she I don't think she couldn't deal like with like everyone because like I think she needed to.
She probably went to her home world thinking about it.
Yeah.
Went to her home world, and Nebula is just the new place in for Gamora. And then, of
Yeah.
course, now we got Thor. But the guard volume 3 is supposed to be having the High Evolutionary, which sounds like a really cool idea to me. Because he does the whole evolution
Mark
thing.
Hamill.
Huh? Wait, what?
He's rumored.
Mark Hamill supposed to voice him?
Play him.
Huh, that'd be awesome. I always kind of wanted Mark Hamill to be Otto Octavius, but High Evolutionary could work.
Yeah. And Beta Ray Bill is also rumored to be in Guardians 3.
That'd be awesome. Because Thor has a Stormbreaker, so he'll probably give Stormbreaker to Beta Ray Bill, and then he's got to go off and get the hammer back from. Well, who has the hammer now? Because I remember Cap left with it, but did he come back with it?
Well, it's just like the stones, like ancient one said, like the ancient one says, is you take the stones or anything out of from this reality.
Oh, so he put the hammer back?
So yeah, he took it back to like Asgard.
Huh. I wonder why Thor even took it in the first place then. It was just a whole plot point just so Captain America could yield Mjolnir. And then they put it back. So now he's got to find another weapon, or unless they give Beta Ray Bill another version of the hammer or whatnot.
Yeah, I think there is another version of the hammer. Like
Like
it doesn't have like it can like look like it does in the comics. Like not like the like it can like look like the circle with like the blade and stuff.
Yeah, like Jornir or Jornir. I think Jornir is the version from the Ultimate Universe. That's like that version of Stormbreaker. And then you have Stormbreaker, Mjolnir. There's another version that's wielded by Lady Thor. It's like a three, like Mjolnir, but it has like three edges instead of both ends. Let's see. And this in Volume 3, we should see more of the cross species that were being worked on, like with Rocket. Maybe Rocket will get his little otter girlfriend like from the comics.
Yeah.
That'd be just You know that everyone's gonna eat that up, though. They're gonna sell that like crazy. The fact that Rocket now has a girlfriend.
Yeah,
That's gonna be funny though, regarding Rocket and Groot and now her. That's gonna be hilarious.
yeah.
Oh, by the way, how was meeting Lance Hendrickson?
Oh, hang on. Sorry, I was eating.
That's fine.
He was awesome. He was actually quite a nice guy. Like, I went up to him and I said hi, and then like I'm a big fan of you, and I loved you in like Man's Best Friend. I loved you in Terminator. I loved you in man, there were so many. I loved you in Aliens. I also loved you in Tarzan, like as Kerjak.
Yeah.
And I said to him, the only problem I have with that movie is your death.
Well, that's what brought us
sorry?
the Legend of Tarzan. So it gave us the Legend of Tarzan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like I had to talk to him for a quick sec because like his line was getting a little bit busy and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, like I love and he was such a nice guy, and somebody told me the reason why he's not the reason why that he's not he's not very very popular is because like a lot of people think he's not like attractive enough or something like that.
Just be a voice actor. You can be as attractive as you want and not look anywhere near attractive. Like my mom still, uh, she won't find Peter Cullen attractive, but she still loves his voice.
Uh-huh. Also, I'm going to meet him in Toronto this
Oh
August.
man! Just take a picture with him, and then I'll Photoshop my head over him, and I'll tell him everyone I talk about Tarzan.
Yeah.
That's all I do with him. I just talk about Tarzan and Alien, and then I don't know why I keep on thinking of what's his name? I forget. Green Goblin, John Wick. I keep confusing him with Lance Hendrickson for some reason. Although there is one thing I'd have to do with Lance Hendrickson.
Yeah. Well, you should. You're welcome to like stay at my house to come meet him one day to Calgary Expo.
I wish I don't know when I'd ever have the money to go all the way to Canada, but you know the one thing I'd have to do with him.
What?
And chop 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 chop.
Same. Yeah. Yeah. Like I would. Yeah, I'm a good talker too.
Just bring. I don't think you can bring a knife into Comic Con though. I'd have to sneak one in.
I don't know about that.
I get thrown out, but at least I get the video.
But yeah, I can't wait to meet him, and also Jeff Goldblum's going to be there at the expo.
Oh, Bigger, come here. Yeah, one of the guys I most want to meet at I want to go to a Comic Con one day. I most want to meet Mark Hamill. I mean, it'd be a dream come true to meet him. I just want to compare our Joker laughs for the video. Just doing like, that would be a bucket list write off. And then talk to him maybe about Chucky and so forth. His early animation voiceovers, because I was actually watching one of the special things he was doing with Child's Play, talking about his early career and how he designed the Joker laugh. Like he combined his own little twist to it, along with the what's his name? The original Claude Rains Invisible Man. I'd just love to meet him, and I'd be sure not to talk about Last Jedi, because he'd probably throw me off instantly. He'd be doing a pat down, making sure I don't have a voice recorder on me, trying to extort him from Disney.
Yeah.
I swear I just don't want to know how much you feel. We all
Yeah.
do.
Also, by the way, since you mentioned John Wick earlier,
Yeah.
did you hear that like before the NCU got bigger and bigger, Kevin Feige had to actually talk to like Keanu Reeves for so many years to try to get him into like a Marvel movie for like a decade. He was actually supposed to play Jan Rog, Jude Law's character in
Really?
Captain Marvel, but he had to like film John Wick free, and he couldn't make it. But he's also rumored and in talks of being in the new Eternals movie.
Yeah, that's what I heard for Eternals.
Yeah, and I can't wait for the new Eternals movie because, like, for me, I like to see a movie that's like set like thousands and thousands of years or millions of years, like in the past, like more of that lore, and not like that,
Yeah.
but seeing these characters because these are like the cosmic X-Men.
Yeah, true. I wonder if we'll
Yeah.
see Hercules and Ares in there. We'll probably see
Oh,
Hercules. I don't know
yeah, I
about
would love to see
Ares. I wonder who
Hercules.
the be the main villain of Eternals. I imagine
Hercules?
Kronos. Or who?
Sorry?
Who would you say to be the villain?
Did you say, like, well, I mean, like, did you say Hercules, like, be the main villain?
I don't know. No, I know Hercules would be in there. I imagine the main villain would probably be Kronos from Eternals. I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
a whole lot
Kratos'
about
grandfather.
Eternals, so I don't really know a lot of the villains, but I know Kronos.
Or the
Kronos,
Celestials.
Thanos, Galactus. And Galactus is
Celestials.
good, but I don't think he's Eternals good yet.
The Celestials.
Yeah, Celestials.
Plus, like, they created the Eternals and the Deviants and, like, other like forms of life, like their their creation, they're like robot scientist gods.
Yeah, kind of like the High Evolutionary in a way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, guess what?
Huh.
There's also rumor. I just saw that there's some rumors of like Namor being cast in Doctor Strange.
I just was hearing about that earlier. I want Namor so bad. I'd love to see him in a sequel to Black Panther, more so as a villain, like do the whole Atlantean War thing. Well, actually, my pitch up for Black Panther 2 was to have Tiger Shark as the villain, and like the Atlantean army invades Wakanda, and he fights Tiger Shark, and then it alludes to Namor, but they could probably just make Namor the main villain in a way.
Yeah, and also since we mentioned like what movies to put Phase 4 for me, I would like to have like a Namor movie because like yeah, I know like the rights was Universal and stuff, but
Yeah,
I think Universal needs to see the opportunity because as you look at Aquaman and it made $1 billion, look what you have with Namor. Yes, Namor's way different from Aquaman, but Namor came first. And when you look at like his stories and look at the complexity of Namor and stuff, like you could like this movie can make more than just $1 billion. Like it can have a way more impactful than what Aquaman did.
yeah, true. Uh, Yeah, I think, and they've been teasing it a lot because, see, what was it? Was it not Black Panther? I don't think that's in production. I
Endgame.
was it Endgame? It was another movie I
Oh,
heard they
Iron
were
Man 2.
casting for, and they were teasing. They want a an Asian actor in his 30s to play in it. Like I don't know if that's Doctor Strange. I think it is Doctor Strange. I can't remember though. I feel like they said it was for Black Panther. Would have made more sense there. But I don't know. It could be Namor or it could be Shang-Chi. Which Shang-Chi should be another one they should talk about more. Because he is,
Yeah,
of course, getting his own movie.
yeah. Plus, not a lot of people know this, but Namor is actually Marvel's first character.
Yeah, he is. And he's also, of course, later on they fleshed it out. He's part Atlantean, part mutant. So that could be interesting in regards to the X-Men and so forth.
Yeah, and when they introduce him, I really want him to be like sort of like not only be around, but sort of like be like that like role of like kind of like Iron Man. So like kind of and the Trinity. So kind of like kind of being like one of the forefronts and being around in the MCU longer than Iron Man and stuff because Namor is the first Marvel character. So when you hear that word, first Marvel character, you gotta get what this character deserves.
Yeah. You know what? I kind of want his character to be not so sympathetic, at least for a leading part of his role in Marvel. I kind of want him to be more of a somewhat bullheaded king in a way, unlike Aquaman, who's more of a team player in some sense. I kind of want Namor to be a little more of a not so much of a pushover in regards to the other Avengers. I kind of want him to really stand firm in all of his decisions that he makes, and maybe those decisions lead to some bad consequences, like Tiger Shark revolting against him and whatnot. I kind of want that more for the character, which is why he's kind of shown in most of his comics and the cartoons and stuff that he's been in. He's really more of a not really. He's a very hard-headed in his ways, so I'm kind of hoping they'll stick with that kind of characterization of him. A
Yeah,
hero,
and
but
plus,
kind of a blunt head.
yeah, and also I would like him to have like kind of like a sibling rivalry with Black Panther. Like him and Black Panther like have some fights, but they have like a good, but they're like two kings, like two brothers,
Yeah,
but like but and they have different ways, but they still know each other, know what each other want and stuff
yeah.
is to protect their people.
The only question is, Wakanda's like in the middle of Africa. We
Yeah,
saw that in the map. So how are they like at war with the Atlant? Well, I guess because of landmass changing, I guess you could say. Because they're all the way inland. You got all the Atlanteans. How are they gonna be fighting the Wakandans? They gotta have like underwater tunnels or raise the ocean to Wakanda. That'd actually be kind of cool in a way. Kind of a
yeah,
reverse no reverse Red Sea kind of thing going there.
yeah. You doing okay?
Huh?
You're doing okay?
Yeah. Got a little bit of a cough, that's it.
Oh. Also, I also found more news about Marvel. I just found that they're now doing a Black Cat spin-off film in development.
Oh, oh, is that still with Sony? I heard they were still going to
Um,
continue that on, but Sony, please don't. Please wait till Spider-Man's grown up enough, and then have that be like his, of course, be the whole love triangle thing. But please don't give her own movie. Oh,
yeah.
please.
Also, speaking of Spider-Man, guess what?
Huh?
I heard since Spider-Man Far From Home, since the reviews has come out, you know like people say that this movie is the best Spider-Man movie since Spider-Man 2, and it's a more impactful film than all the other Spider-Man films, the exception Homecoming, but it does a lot more. Not only that, but we all know that it's introducing the multiverse and stuff.
Yeah.
But not only that, but people said that after this one, they want to have a decade worth or 3 decades worth of Spider-Man movies in the MCU, and not only that, but they really said that that we all we that Spider-Man is in because you can tell him in the trailers that he's going to be taking the place of Tony Stark.
Yeah. Spider-Man really is a character that can carry on, even if they did a TV series. I think that would be awesome if they did a Disney Plus series to cover in between the films or whatnot. But I really hope they'll at least be able to cover the Sinister Six at some point. Like I was saying earlier, my dream Sinister Six, if they could do it, like the main character I want is Scorpion. I want Scorpion real bad. I just do a drawing of what I'd pitch for an MCU Scorpion suit. I want Scorpion. You can do Vulture, Shocker and Mysterio, because Mysterio, if they let him live, hopefully you got them. Then the other two characters really would probably be Doctor Octopus. I feel like you need to have him the Sinister Six, and then a sixth character, probably Chameleon, more than likely.
What about Craven?
Craven, I would really like to see Craven, but I feel like they want to go for more of a untraditional. And technically, Chameleon was an original Sinister Six member as well. So I think Chameleon ultimately works in regards to the team. Although I really want Rhino also. Rhino is another one I really want to see get the justice he deserves after TASM 2. But honestly, Craven, Chameleon, and Rhino are all the three characters I most want to see outside of the original 5, because I feel like they don't really want to handle Sandman and Hydro Man, all that, the same kind of power set after Far From Home, depending on how those characters end up. So those are the characters I mainly want to see. But Scorpion most of all. I just want my Scorpion so bad.
Yeah. And plus, Scorpion is technically in the MCU because Michael Manto character is named Matt Gargan.
Yeah, I hope they go with the actual. I imagine they go with the suit and all that instead of the other version of Scorpion that has like the chain claw like weapons. You got to go with the actual like Scorpion suit. The only question is we don't have J. Jonah Jameson yet, so who's gonna give him the suit? Maybe he's a creation by Otto Octavius trying to re-engineer the Spider-Man, re-engineer a Spider-Man, so he ends up creating Scorpion and things go badly and he ends up becoming Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Because my version of Scorpion, well, I won't go into details. If anyone else wants to see what the Scorpion looks like in my version, he's on my community tab. I just did a quick drawing of what I wanted. The whole mech suit kind of thing. Kind of 90s Spider-Man inspired. I'm a big Scorpion fan. He's one of my favorite Spider-Man villains besides the Lizard. Let's see.
Also, Tom Holland, he said he loves playing Spider-Man so much that if Sony and Marvel would allow him, like he would totally be on board to do 20 Spider-Man movies. But I would love to see him do 30 because, 30 Spider-Man, 30 Spider-Man films in the MCU and stuff, would be so much better because not only that, but it would be way more better than what Sony did, and not only that, but it would have instead of watching the other watching Spider-Man films in Sony outside the MCU, it's way better because now they have they have done all the justice to all the Spider-Man characters that they have in the MCU and stuff.
Yeah, but the only problem is you got Avi Arad and Tom Rothman running Sony, so they're gonna go topsy-turvy every time you got it. But if the rumors are true and they want Venom in the MCU so bad, that means that they want their live-action movies to be in the MCU, which would at least give us Venom 2 with Carnage and Morbius. I really don't care if they kept the whole animated Spider-Verse thing, but leave live action to Marvel. Just make the deal. Put Venom in the MCU. Exactly. Morbius can work on his own. Have the crossover. If they ever do the darker Marvel characters like Blade and Man-Thing and Moon Knight, you can have Morpheus in there. And Venom can work on his own with the 616 universe, and have that just how Venom and Spider-Man get together instead of the whole traditional version. And whole Secret Wars and all that. You don't really need it. And maybe you can even have Venom in Secret Wars if they ever develop that in the end.
Yeah, that's why I said before, Spider-Verse, Sony, that was
Like
And perfect for them. So like you keep so like you know like so like Sony like keep like the animated Spider-Man like the animated Marvel stuff
yeah,
and have like you know the combine the NCU to do like the live action ones.
yeah. Like maybe if they ever did Secret War, maybe Eddie Brock, Tom Hardy's Venom is in there. He dies. The symbiote attaches to Peter, and he ends up having the suit for most of Secret War, and then he comes back to Earth, and maybe it gets passed on to Eddie Brock, and Eddie Brock becomes Agent Venom.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of people would probably hate the fact that Tom Hardy dies, but that would probably work for me. Maybe he goes out the hero's way. And then
Yeah.
Venom, you got this sadistic alien symbiote bonded to a teenage boy. And then another thing I'm so excited for, if it ever comes true, the 90s X-Men cartoon series possibly making a comeback. I hope it happens. I don't know what kind of storylines you would continue on with that, though, because the 90s X-Men series kind of covered everything.
Did they did they ever had Alpha Flight in the series?
Yeah, they did have an Alpha Flight. They had the one. It was an episode where Wolverine and the others end up being kind of mind controlled back to the original Weapon X facility, and you have Silver Fox, Sabretooth, uh, Puck, Sasquatch, all there. Red Guardian, they're all there. Uh, and Beast is also there with Logan. And then let's see, like all the testings that they were going on and how before everything went down, Sabretooth almost got an adamantium skeleton, like Wolverine. But and then I believe the only other reference to Alpha Flight in that whole '90s era of cartoons was Sasquatch in the Incredible Hulk series. But yeah, Alpha Flight. I think that's the name of the episode. Was Alpha Flight, and that was an episode of the original cartoon. They kind of covered everything though with the original series. They covered the best version in television of the Phoenix Saga. They covered Age of Apocalypse, and let's see what else they cover. They covered the Sentinel thing, Genosha. They really kind of covered all the classic of Days of Futures Past. Covered all the classic X-Men stories. So I wonder how they would continue it in the new era. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to see all the characters return, all the voice actors, because I know all the voice actors are actually really gung ho for it. But I wonder what stories they would have, or maybe if they would adapt the 90s X-Men characters and maybe bring back the other 90s cartoon series into the somehow mold them together and continue on into a new MCU cartoon series or animated series universe that kind of continues that whole chemistry from the 90s and maybe add in like the Guardians of the Galaxy and so forth. Maybe mix it in kind of like what happened with Earth's Mightiest Heroes cartoon and just do it with the 90s continuity and continue that on.
Mm-hmm. And also not and also um yeah, I would love, like you said, I would love to see the '90s Spider-Man cartoon back because, like, for me, I didn't like how I didn't like how it ended because, like, well, I did love Stan Lee, like, but like,
Yeah.
it's just I just wish we saw the episode where he reunites with like Mary Jane and they go back and that would be a perfect ending.
Well, the thing is they actually kind of did wrap that up because they had the sequel series, Spider-Man Unlimited, and I don't know how you can say it's not connected or whatnot because it had the exact same theme song for the most part, but it was where he and Mary Jane were together, and Carnage and Venom get launched in a spaceship.
Tyler,
Huh?
what's Elliot's middle name?
I don't know his middle name.
Do you have all the church pamphlets?
No. Andrea might.
Yes, it does.
You can ask her. But Yeah, he ends up getting sent. Spider-Man gets sent up into space along with what's his name? J. Jonah Jameson's son and Carnage and Venom, and they get sent to like a planet of the High Evolutionary, and his whole planet is essentially where the Knights of Wendigo are. Instead of that whole place in Romania, the whole storyline, it's a whole planet, his whole cross species planet. The problem is that series ended on a huge cliffhanger, and it never got finished. Oh, it was so bad, and it was a good series too. But it was so bad. The dude that voiced Randy in the Godzilla the Animated Series, the Jamaican dude, he voiced that version of Green Goblin
Huh.
on the planet. But yeah, it kind of continued on, and there was references to the Fantastic Four and all that, but the show ended on a cliffhanger, and it sucked so bad. The show was great, but it ended on a cliffhanger, and I wish they could finish that up.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Um. Oh wow, this is interesting. I just found this. There's also more news about Marvel. Like it says here that Marvel 1602 series is being shelved.
1602. Is that a comic series?
Yeah, it's set in the 1600s
Oh,
but yeah, it says Marvel Studios passed up Marvel 1602 TV series, so they're probably gonna. Well, I know they're gonna, like they're gonna make it, but like it says here that it's being shelved and stuff.
yeah. Feels like a lot of their comics are being. It feels like the comics industry in a whole is kind of being shelved. For the most part, it seems to just be politics, and it feels like politics have gotten too far into comics, and most of the comic creators now have just become bloggers and whatnot. They don't care about the stories anymore. I
Yeah.
mean, except when you're
Well,
Dynamite Comics, apparently they just sold like 130,000 copies of Vampirella or something like that. Issue one, and they had to actually like double check to make sure that was correct. But apparently, I don't know how, but they managed to do it. But they're kind of I know that their company Dynamite is kind of second. Oh, the thing kind of cut out for a second, but they're kind of get flack because they aren't politically active, or at least they're right leaning, and they promote right leaning comic creators. I mean, even though they're not political, it's like, man, that's all it takes for them, everyone else to hate them. But they managed to sell a ton of comics of Vampirella issue one. Seem to be the only ones that are making a dime off comics now.
mhm. Also, yeah, like, but I think the comics industry later on will not be shelved, and cause like we all know, like thanks to Marvel and stuff, we all know that the MCU, like even though they'll shelve some stuff, we all know that they'll like they'll like the stuff that they shelve will obviously will be in development someday.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you heard this news, but like I just remembered and I'm just looking at it now, and I don't know if you heard, but remember the one of the creators and or producers for Legion.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like Noah, who was one of the producers on Legion, I believe, or something like that. He actually had like a film script and all that that he actually wants to do in the NCU and also pass to Kevin Feige and stuff. And now it's been confirmed that Kevin Feige and him are going to be are going to be doing that Doctor Doom
Yeah.
movie, because it says here that the MCU Doctor Doom film script is done.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. And Doctor Doom honestly deserves his own movie before debuting as a villain. So hopefully that'll work out because he himself is everything you need for a true, and not the previous versions we've gotten, a true Marvel or a really good Marvel villain. Because you look at so many characters based off of Doctor Doom. You got Darth Vader and so forth. Man, it's gonna be awesome when they finally get Doctor Doom in the MCU.
Yeah. Also, Jason Momoa has also said that he wants to be Wolverine in the MCU.
That'd be cool, but in a way, because of course we don't know if Aquaman 2 is gonna happen or whatnot. It's gonna suck if it doesn't. But the only problem I'd have is he's cool, but he's a bit tall for the part. I mean, he's a big dude, and Wolverine. I mean, you were kind of pushing it with Hugh Jackman, but I mean, if you looked at Jason Momoa, the dude's huge.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be a huge Wolverine. I don't know if everyone's gonna like that much. I could see him with some other characters, but I don't know if I'd like him as Wolverine. Oh,
Yeah.
I know. I want to see him as Sabretooth, and I heard that flung around by people. Yes, I would love Jason Momoa as Sabretooth.
Yeah, he would be good Sabretooth. Also, Tom Holland, he was also in an interview talking about like Far From Home, and there was this question of being like, would you love to work with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield if they were doing like a live action Spider Verse? Because in the trailer when they say multiverse, like so it gives us like not only like a like like more to do in the MCU, it gives us more and more space and all that than we ever saw before, more closer to the comics.
Yeah.
But it also like introduces of an idea of a live scene, since Sony has like their own Spider-Verse animated, having our own Spider-Verse but in live action. So and he also, anyway, he said that he would love to work with them, and not only that, but if they ever do that, it would be perfect closure for us for Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, because like like just Spider-Man 3, even though it was even though it was as a middle movie, I would say, like I just didn't like how it ended, because for me, I just want to see more of like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man character.
Yeah. Although I heard that he's kind of a hard actor to work with in some aspects. Kind of why you don't ever see him in movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That always sucks when you got such a good actor and much liked, and they end up kind of being a bit douchey in the end.
Yeah. Also, sorry to interrupt you a couple
That's
times.
fine. Let's see. I just look at some of these comments. Got to go through a couple of them. Let's see. Yeah. What if we were rich? I would probably stay where I am, not spend anything, help people out, and maybe buy a house in Tennessee or like a small property in Tennessee. That'd be it.
If I was rich, I would bring all my friends here to live with me, and then I would and then we would go out and stuff. I would obviously save money, but I mean, like, I would use some of it, because like for me, like when you have so much money and when you get so much, it can like change your personality and change your attitude and stuff. So I just don't want money to change me and stuff.
Yeah. I'd pay off everything I have. I'd invest a little bit in whatever I wanted to do that I knew would make money. I'd have, like what my granddad was telling me earlier, I'd have a hunt. I'd get a little spot in a hunting club in South Carolina. I'd have my base here, my main house here in Alabama, so I could go fishing at the freshwater lakes around here and be close to the ocean for saltwater fishing. And I'd have myself a little property in Tennessee where I could spend the holiday. That's me. Nothing big, just enough for me to enjoy the holidays and whatnot. Because me and my family, we love Tennessee. We lived up there for a while. And I was just thinking earlier, I was watching some Terrorizers videos, some older ones of his. And they were going to Disneyland and whatnot. I was watching. It's pretty funny. But it reminded me of going to Dollywood up there. I don't know if you ever heard of Dollywood, but it's a theme park in Tennessee in the Great Smoky Mountains, and it was built by Dolly Parton, the country singer.
Huh.
And I actually got to see her one time. She was on the parade, and she waved at me. So I got to meet Dolly Parton in a way. But it's a
Nice.
beautiful place up there. I love Tennessee. But I'd love to be up there again. I want to go back.
Yeah.
Is my script for Deadpool 3. The Avengers send Deadpool on a pointless mission, but they're wrong. He finds the kids from Logan and tries to teach them to be heroes, but does everything wrong and they know it. That would be hilarious.
Yeah. But I'm kind of, yeah, I would like that, but I'm kind of sicking your script for like Deadpool kills the Fox Marvel universe.
That's also amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That would
Yeah,
be amazing
because
if they
like
did that.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said that'd be amazing if they did that.
Yeah. Also, sorry to interrupt you a couple
That's
times.
fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. But yeah, like yeah, there's just like this year, like even after Endgame, there's just so much of like the Marvel Cinematic Universe that we're getting and we need and stuff, and not only that, but like just like 11 years ago, Marvel was like, we can like use all the other characters because they're owned by different studios, and we can only use what we have and stuff. But now, fast forward now, like they like even though like there's rights issues at Universal or at Sony, they can still use every single character now.
Yeah. There was one question he had right here. I can't remember what it was, but it got retracted for some reason. I'll have to find it later. It was a good one, though. I can't remember what it was. He also says Dolph Lundgren should play Craven. Huh. He could. Actually, maybe Dolph Lundgren or the dude from who plays his son in Creed.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah,
younger Craven.
yeah. Or the one person I would see Craven is maybe Luke Evans.
Luke Evans. Yeah, he could do good if he had the Russian accent. He looks the part.
Yeah, because like if you look at him in not only The Hobbit, but like in Fast and Furious 6 or something like that, him with the Russian accent and him with the presence in Fast and Furious 6, he can be a little intimidating and stuff. Like Craven, like, and also not only that, but like you know, like Craven is one of my favorite characters because he is just obsessed of just being the top predator. Like he wants to be on top of the food chain, and if somebody beats him, he like in Kramer's Last Hunt, he killed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, like like for and also before Black Panther, I know that they can't do it like that, but when you look at Black Panther when Killmonger killed himself, you're like the NCU can go like that dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and plus like Kevin Feige did say that like they won't strictly be PG-13. They can like explore rated R and other genres and stuff.
Was he going where? Oh shoot! I forgot that was tomorrow. Oh no, maybe, probably. Let's see. Uh, how do you feel if the MCU brought a completely new original villain or hero not from the comics? I wouldn't really like it that much because I feel like there's too much potential already that hasn't been mined yet from the comics. Oh, I know what he said. Real quick, what he said before that got retracted for some reason. What do you think of Suicide Squad 2?
I think Suicide Squad 2. I think it will be better. I think it actually will be better because because I think it's like one of those like movies that you watch like when you watch the first one you're like but when you watch the second one it turns out to be the very best, and James Gunn that's like that's directing and it's being heavily involved in Suicide Squad 2 is so good. And not only that, but when he came into Marvel, he wanted to do Thunderbolts because he loves that franchise. But
Yeah.
like they couldn't do it because like some rights issues with some characters, and they didn't want to do it, and I also think they couldn't do it at the time, and they gave him Guardians instead. But yeah, like I think it's perfect for him because he knows the characters, the roster is looking good, and James Gunn, he's a really good director.
Yeah, and a pretty good cast too. I mean, we pretty much know that Will Smith's not returning as Deadshot. They were gonna replace Idris Elba as Bronze Tiger. I think is what we know so far. And then we're gonna be getting, of course, Harley Quinn Harley Quinn, King Shark, Captain Boomerang, Ratcatcher, Polka Dot Man, and let's see, was there anyone else returning? I don't think. I think there was another character. No, I'm thinking of the Batman. I think we have pretty much a good list of what we can expect from the Batman. Also, apparently we're supposed to be getting the Riddler, Mad Hatter, Two-Face, Catwoman, Penguin. There was like two others. I can't quite remember though. Oh, it's gonna bug me. I know there's at least like 6 or 7 villains that were in there. Let's see. Penguin, Riddler, Catwoman, Two-Face, Mad Hatter, and Firefly. And then I think one other, but I can't remember who it was.
Yeah. And but yeah, oh, I just told, oh, oh wait, no, yeah, I just forgot. Sorry, I forgot. Sorry, I forgot something.
No, that's fine.
Wait. Yeah. Actually, I remember now. Yeah. The roster looks good, oh yeah. Yeah. It just came back to me. Speaking of DC, did you see Shazam yet?
I've not seen Shazam yet. I want to get on Redbox soon.
It's funny and good. It's really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out because I like characters with the powers to conduct electricity. So I really can't wait. And I also like the actor who plays as Dr. Zavanna.
Zachary Levi.
Huh?
Zachary Levi.
Not Zachary Levi. As Dr. Zavanna. Let's see. What was
Mark Strong.
Mark Strong. Yeah. Daniel Radcliffe should play Wolverine because he's short, he got the sideburns, he's from Canada, and he's young. Or just bring Hugh Jackman back. Maybe. I don't really know too much of Daniel Radcliffe. I've seen him in Victor Frankenstein. I don't know if he'd get like the gruff attitude and all that for Wolverine, but maybe. I mean, I know a lot of people want Keanu Reeves as Wolverine or Clint Eastwood or what's his name? Clint Eastwood's son to play as Wolverine.
Dagan?
Huh? Not Wolverine's son, Clint Eastwood's son. But I would like to see Deacon though. Deacon would be cool, or Dagan. And let's see. Oh shoot, what was it? I know Keanu Reeves would be a cool pick. I feel like he would do the character right. I just don't know if he'd want to do it.
Yeah.
Or get buff enough to do it.
Yeah. I don't know if Daniel Radcliffe is Canadian. I don't know. But yeah, I would love Keanu. Yeah, Keanu Reeves. Like for me, yeah, maybe as Wolverine, but like for me, I would see Keanu Reeves as like Ad Warlock or like
yeah.
Or some other character, but I would love to see him as Wolverine because, like, as you look at his action scenes in John Wick, he's really good.
And that's what Wolverine needs is an actor that can pull in all of the strain of the fight scenes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just want to put out my vote real quick for I just want to put out my vote real quick for Matthew McConaughey as the Beyonder. Can we please get that?
No problem.
Or Owen Wilson or Matthew McConaughey as the Beyonder. Those are my picks. Yeah.
Just ask him why Owen Wilson and Matthew McConaughey.
I don't know. They're just both blonde or something like that. Owen Wilson's more of a joke, but I could picture Matthew McConaughey doing a pretty good, just like the newer version of Beyonder, the kind of douchey, I got all this power and you don't kind of attitude. I could just picture Matthew McConaughey pulling off that character. Let's see. Hey Olsen, I should send you pictures. My friends with Daphne Keene, who was in Logan. Oh yeah, I don't know if you had the Instagram or whatnot.
I have Instagram.
Yeah, yeah, he does have an in Instagram. Tyler Olsen. My comments are screwing up. That's fine. Olsen, do you think Dora the Lost City of Gold should be rated R?
Dora the Explorer?
Yeah, Dora the Lost City of Gold.
Oh, God.
I still haven't seen that trailer.
Gosh. Sorry to interrupt you, by the way.
That's fine. I still haven't seen that trailer, though.
Yeah, do not watch it. God. Oh. I don't even want to talk about the movie because, like, it's just so stupid. Why would you make a movie? And not only that, but, like, the producer on it is Michael Bay.
Oh, jeez.
Exactly. Like, first of all, we don't need to see Dora. Like, you know, like in the trailer, she brings weapons to school, and not only that, they're kind of like showing her like being a little sexy and all that. Why? Because why? Because is she like, you know, she's in her teenage years, and like, why does like it's not only disturbing. Like, there's some movies that Michael Bay can be good at, like 13 Hours, but why would you want him to do like? So, man, it's just stupid. Why would you make like? It's just like I just wish this movie wasn't even made.
I don't know. The fact that you said Dora with guns kind of intrigued me for some reason.
Well, she didn't bring guns, but I mean, like, she brought like weapons, like, you know, knives and a flamethrower or something.
Oh, I'm just picturing in my head a backpack. Everything that you might need, I've got inside for you. I cannot believe I remembered that.
Yeah.
I really... does the map talk? Was that in the trailer?
No, like Boots is in the trailer, but
do we get a giant talking bull?
Yeah, it's live action stuff, and also what's even worse and who I feel bad for is Michael Pena is in the movie.
Was he her dad?
He's the dad, yes.
Okay, he might save this movie.
Well, maybe, but the problem is for him is he said that he joined the movie because he read Dora the Explorer books to his son.
Yeah.
I get very doubtful of that because, like, you know, when people join comic movies or video game movies or geek movies or something like that, they say, "Oh, my son or this or that, like, is a fan of, like, you know, superheroes or comic books or something like that. That's why I joined."
Yeah.
And for me, that gets me doubtful because if you're not, because, like, you know, like, if you say that your son or something like that is a fan of it, that's fine, but you should also do your research and also know the responsibility and know who you're playing. Like, you know, like Michael B. Jordan, he's a comic fan, and he loves superheroes so much and all that. He was born with it, and look at him. He did a pretty good damn job as, like,
Killmonger.
Yeah. He did a pretty good job as Killmonger, and not only that, and also another example is like and also another example is for video game movies, like, if, like, the guy who, I can't remember the guy's name, but he played like Mario in the Super Mario's movie. He was so drunk at the time, so like, that's why I'm saying, so like if your son or somebody you know says they that they're a comic book fan, they love this character and all that. That's why you join the role. That's like a coin. That's like flip a coin. If it's good or this person's good or bad or something. You know what I mean? That just gets me doubtful.
Yeah. All I'm waiting for, I forgot what I was about to say, the original thing, but I'm just waiting for the Johnny Quest movie to come out. Finally.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever watched the old cartoon. It was a great cartoon, so I can't wait to see what they do for a movie. Let's see, what was the other thing? I keep remembering and forgetting it.
Yeah. You know what also really grinds my gears?
Huh.
What really grinds my gears is when they were talking about when Endgame was coming out, and when they were talking about Endgame, and even on interviews and like talk shows and all that, they say, "Oh, it's the end," and like it's the end of the MCU.
Yeah.
No, it's the end of some of these characters, but it's continuing on because if you say it's the end of the MCU, then why are they continuing this and stuff like that? And you haven't even seen the movie and stuff like. It's not like even Kevin Feige said it's an ending, but new beginning, and I'd like to just continue with it because like if you end the MCU and stuff, like then all those characters that you've gotten back and all that, and not only that, but like you're allowing all these characters to not get the justice that like that they deserve and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like from like I like, and also I understand like people say, oh, don't turn this to cinematic universe, but you kind of had to for some franchises because like the MCU is kind of like showing of how to treat your franchises good and to give like the characters the justice and have the fans like like respond positively than negatively in so many years and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like like it's just yeah, like I just really wish that because for me it like let's say if I'm promoting like a Marvel movie, if I'm in if I like like work if I was in the MCU, I would if somebody says to me like it like oh like Endgame was the end of the MCU, I'd be like no, yes, but no. I would say it's yes, it was an ending but new beginning. I would like correct them because like I'm a huge Marvel fan stuff and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. The only problem I still think I have with Endgame is that in the movie we see Hulk revert back into Banner, and of course we see that scene in the beginning when they kill Thanos that he's in the Hulkbuster armor. My only problem is that we never get him reverting back into the original Hulk state, at least at the end of the movie, to fight Thanos one more time. Even I would think the perfect time for it to be for the rematch would have been when he has the space stone, or no, the power stone, and he just beats off Captain Marvel, and then Hulk comes in and reverts back to the original Hulk state and fights him before getting kind of pitched to the side. I wish we could have gotten that so bad instead of just nothing. And even in the final battle, he was in his Professor Hulk state. Like, you've already established you're not that strong in that state. Although maybe it doesn't have the Hulkbuster armor there with him. But it's like, come on, man. You couldn't have given us a little bit of that rematch. You knew people would have wanted it. And to me, I just feel like the Hulk has kind of gotten a little bit downplayed. Because for his first movie, he fought an equal villain, which is Abomination. The other two movies, Age of Ultron and Avengers, he basically fights off a bunch of little guys, and he punches Ultron out of the shuttle, and then he flings Loki around. That's it. And then it comes to Thor Ragnarok. He of course fights Thor, and then he fights something basically equal to him, which is Surtur, but he gets called off, so he doesn't defeat Surtur. And then he goes into Infinity War, and he gets his butt whooped by Thanos. And then, of course, Endgame comes along, and we don't get anything to redeem Hulk. And it's like, Hulk is basically a dog for fighting all the smaller villains, and we haven't gotten him in his full glory yet to fight someone just as strong as him again. since Abomination and Thor.
Yeah. Well, there is some rumors about like Hulk in the future because we all know that like that Thor is going to be continue on for a bit, and then Professor Hulk and Hawkeye too.
Yeah.
But there's some rumors like since like like he said like since since Bruce he said that like he tried to bring that back and all that kind of like like really messes with his mind, and there's a thought that like Hulk would be turned into a villain and he would become World War Hulk or Immortal Hulk or something like that.
Yeah.
Or Worldbreaker Hulk.
I'll bet at one point we'll get Grey Hulk. I really want to see Joe fix it.
Yeah.
Like they're going through an identity crisis, and they end up just reverting to Grey Hulk. And he just starts playing cards, beating dudes up, and drinking alcohol. And that's the version we get after Professor Hulk. Also, on the other side, Paul Rudd is apparently going to be in Ghostbusters 2020.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
and
heard about that. And
when I did my reaction...
Sorry,
go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt you, by the way.
That's fine.
What were you saying, by the way?
That, when I first pitched my cast for Ghostbusters 2020... And I've always said, I don't mind women being in the movie. I just wanted to be a mixed cast. I don't want it to be purely women. And the only reason why it was only men in the original is because the original is made up of comedic actors that were kind of just friends with each other. Like Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis. They were all friends who were involved in the making of that movie. That's why they were all in the movie. And then you add, what was his name? Who played as Winston. I can't remember, but he just got added in.
Ernie Hudson.
Ernie Hudson. He just got added in. You basically made the all-female group just to be political, and you tried to make them be the top female comedic talent you got. They just weren't funny. I've never really found Melissa McCarthy funny. The only one I found funny was Kate McKinnon, and that was really about it. I couldn't stand Leslie Jones. I didn't find her funny either. There were some points where she was funny, but there's really nothing redeeming of those characters, and especially that ending. So I just wanted a mixed cast. So I think my original cast included Kevin Hart or Michael Pena, and of course Paul Rudd was my first pick. I just think he has the comedic chemistry that I would want in a Ghostbusters movie. And then I think I chose like Kevin Hart or Michael Pena, of course, bring him back from Ant-Man. And then I think I chose, I gotta look through my list. I think I went with, let's see, I might have the list. No, I don't have the list here. It's gonna be tough remembering. See, I know I had a female actor, 2 female actors. I can't remember them, though. I remember I at least had Kevin Hart and Paul Rudd or Michael Pena.
But, anyway, I was, just asking, is that all?
Oh no, I actually remember. What's her name who plays Mantis? She was the female character I wanted in there.
Palma. Palm. I can't pronounce her last name, but her first name is Palm.
Yeah, her, Paul Rudd, and I think Winston Duke was another actor I wanted in there because I like M'Baku. Mm-hmm. And like Michael Pena or Kevin Hart, one of them.
That'd be a good cast.
And then there was one more. There was Tom Holland was one I had an idea for maybe, but I think the one I liked more was what's her name? She plays as 11, and she was in Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown. She was like in my idea was a group of at least 5 Ghostbusters, and they're old and young and different ethnicities. That was
Yeah.
my idea. I think would have worked better. So we'll have to see what we get.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, go ahead.
Taylor?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So, by the way, sorry to interrupt you.
That's fine.
Well, what were you saying, by the way?
Oh no, I was just saying that about the cast, like different age groups and different ethnicities.
Nice. Also, since you mentioned the girl who plays Mantis, I actually also met her at Comic Con.
Yeah, I saw the pictures with her on there.
Yeah. And, but anyway, yeah. Since you mentioned since you brought up Paul Rudd and all that, like the Ghostbusters reboot is being here where I live in Calgary.
Oh really?
Yeah, in Canada, and they're also filming the new Jumanji movie here too.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wonder what they're gonna do with the sequel to Jumanji.
Yeah. Because at least Jumanji 2 was like they did a tribute to Robin Williams, unlike Aladdin. I have no I understand like the messages and all that, like in Aladdin, like the Aladdin remake that they have and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's just like I just don't like the reason why I'm not seeing it, and the reason why I don't like that they're remaking it is because it's just because like I love Will Smith and all that, but I don't want people to remember more of Will Smith than Robin Williams' performance in Aladdin, because he was the one that brought Genie to life before Will Smith and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not like that, but what's even worse is when you watch the end. Guess what? They had DJ Khaled with Will Smith to do a song for Aladdin.
Yeah, I think I remember
Yeah.
seeing that on the soundtrack.
Yeah, it's just I know that you do. It's just like Disney. I know they've done like some adult jokes and all that, like in their movies, like in Jungle Book. But you having DJ Khaled to do a song and all that is like really so. All you're going to do in Aladdin. So when you're, it's just it's just making me mad because like now it's like this Disney something like that is going to be turning into like a kids movie that's only like being made to like sell music, sell like and just like make a quick buck, just like I said before about like kids movies that put like songs that are not for kids and stuff, like by Fifth Harmony or by Molly Crew or those type of, or like when I try to say songs for older ages, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because like the reason because like when the kids find the origin of those songs, like the actual music video and all that, at that young age,
Yeah.
there's no way for you to unsee that.
Yeah. With Disney and their live action stuff, I haven't seen Aladdin yet. I liked what they've done so far. I think they're making a mistake by doing the Maleficent 2, and I don't really see why that movie needed a sequel. And then let's see, they're actually just talking about Mulan because it's apparently in production right now, almost out of production, and they're cutting Mushu from the movie. I think that's a really dumb one, and they're downplaying a lot of the songs in that movie and making it more serious. I'm all for making the movie, huh? Mushu's the dragon, the little Eddie Murphy dragon.
Yeah.
I think they're making a mistake and they're apparently replacing him with a phoenix. I just don't really see why. I think they could have just replaced. I mean, of course, don't bring Eddie Murphy back as Mushu, but I think they should have just kept that in there and then had another voice like Jackie Chan or Ken Watanabe, anyone voice him. And then, of course, the whole idea of the songs and all that. I think it's a bad idea to not involve the characters singing songs. Specifically because Mulan has a lot of really classic songs in there. Uh,
Mhm.
and there's supposed to be more narrative songs instead of the actual characters singing them. So I don't know how it's
Yeah,
gonna go. I am still psyched for The Lion King though.
yeah, same.
Lion King looks
And also
amazing.
I like. Oh, sorry to interrupt
Go
you a
ahead.
couple times.
Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt you a couple times, by the way.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'm also excited for the Lion King then too, and like the remake and stuff. And at least at least like they're honoring the original with the way I look, because as you look at, they brought back James Earl Jones as Mufasa.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not only that, and like it's just not only that, but like you know like like and also, since you were talking about Mulan, like I like that they're doing that movie adapt, and not only that, but I think it was a good choice for them to make it more serious and not play the songs and stuff, because like because like I do like that they're making it more serious, and like there's like for me, because like the reason why is because like I'm not like, there's some musicals I do like in movies, but I like it when they do a good balance of it. They do it right, because like if you put like more musical in the movie, you don't call it the movie, you call it the play or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I have nothing against like musicals. It's just I just like when they're done right. Like with Jungle Book, by the way. Jungle Book, they had only a couple songs, and the whole movie was like story. So like you just want to, you just like, yeah, you can sing like the songs and all that, but it's just not too much singing, because when you say too much singing, like there's less story that gets you more involved in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
hope one day. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
also, but yeah, like I can't. Also, sorry, by the way.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, I, I think like it's a good choice for them to like kind of remake Mulan, because like because I like, even though like, yeah, I don't like that they're getting rid of the dragon stuff, but I like that. But I think like Mulan's a good one to be remake, because like I do feel like we like this generation now like needs like needs like an Asian, and not like that, like needs an Asian, like like character, uh like, even though we have the anime one, like I think we need like something to represent more of like of Asian culture, and not only that, but like but but like um uh awareness, yeah, awareness
Yeah.
of like of Asians, and I like, but yeah, I like that they're making it more serious.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to have it more serious, but I hope they still have the lighthearted moments. I wish it would still keep the. I just think it's dumb to remove the dragon in place of a phoenix. I just think that a phoenix is a little more obvious in a way than a little dragon, and I just don't like retconning stuff. But I'm still excited. I want to see what they do with it, and then, like I said, I really hope one day we'll get a really dark Hunchback of Notre Dame, because that's one of the greatest Disney movies ever. Have you ever seen it?
The Hunchback of Notre Dame, of course.
Oh yeah, and I'm just voting for Charles Dance to play as Claude Frollo. I just think he'd be a perfect villain.
Oh yeah, he's it's like, I know you haven't watched Game of Thrones, but when you do, you will love Charles Dance's performance as Tywin Lannister. He like, Charles Dance is probably one of the best British actors since Alec Guinness, since Anthony Hawkins. He's like definitely on my top ten British actors.
Yeah,
Yeah, and but yeah, also I totally forgot to tell you about this, but I'm not just excited for Spider-Man: Far From Home, but there's also another movie coming out that I think you probably seen the trailer for it. You probably know what I'm talking about. But are you excited to see the new Crawl movie?
Yeah, my sister was actually talking to me about it earlier. I'm excited to see how it
Yeah,
goes. I'm just the only thing is I love alligators and reptiles, and it's like what in the Lake Placid I could detach myself because it's a giant crocodile. But it's like a bunch of alligators. I'm looking at a bunch of alligators. I'm wondering alligators just don't act like this. And I don't know why I cannot remove myself from the idea that because alligators are really just giant slugs. They don't do anything like that. So I still want to watch it because I love creature flicks.
yeah,
So
same here. I love creature flicks too. I love animal attack movies, and for me, I do think like that genre needs more justice, and I think we need more. I think like like that genre needs to be rebooted because we have like so many these like this pleasure ones, like you said, like Lake Plastic Legacy and stuff, and not only for alligators, but also for shark. Well, we do have like justice for shark movies because shallows and stuff like that.
yeah,
But I mean for other animal attack movies. Like for me, I want to see ones for like monkeys and all various animals. Like there's this like one tries to say something like zoo, but more but like not only more positive, but like more animals, like more animal action, more development of animals, and what I try to say is like I love zoos so much, but there was just some things I just wish they did and stuff like that,
yeah,
and like sort of like an animal apocalypse. And for me, I love like the story that involves a hurricane and it's laying like like these alligators like take its course and stuff like that. For me, like if like I I'm so glad that Sam Raimi is like attached to this project. He's the producer on this.
oh yeah,
But anyway, you're probably familiar with Hurricane Katrina, right?
yeah,
Like for me, like for a movie like this, I like that they using that hurricane idea like because I um I don't know if you remember, but like when Hurricane Katrina happened, like it actually benefit more of the animals and all that, like like where like a lot of the animals in like Florida, like like they stayed in their cages, but like
yeah,
I mean in their enclosures, but like all their enclosures were like ruined and stuff like that. So imagine like a hurricane, like release like set free to all the animals in zoos, and not only that, and not only like and not only destroyed like the bars and the cages to their enclosures, but it actually raised like the alligator and snake populations in Florida.
yeah,
Yeah. So for animal attack movies, I want to see. I just want to, like I said, an animal apocalypse movie or like a movie of like diverse animals. So like all so that so like one that has like all of them. That's and yeah, like because you can still do ones that's like of like each separate one, but I would like to like have like animal attack movies of all animals because I do feel like all animals should deserve like a spot in that movie and stuff. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And but yeah, and not only that, but I do feel like an animal apocalypse show and movies. I think we need more of that because that would not only get us more interested, but actually make us watch it even more and and actually in a way it could happen and not only that, but like when we watch it, it would be a good like cultural impact and a very good show for us to try to to help these animals and stuff like that.
yeah,
And back to the point. It's just the reason why I say that it's interested and more people will be watching and stuff is because it's something that will happen. And and it's better than a zombie or like a vampire apocalypse or something like that because zombies, yeah, like like all the like like they walk and all that, but in the animal apocalypse, there's just so much that can happen. Like there could be different animals that attack you, or they would evolve and stuff like that, or some of them would team up with other animals because it's just like there's so much that an animal apocalypse can do to humans than what a zombie or other can do, is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because for me, like, the show that I actually had an idea for, it's actually called Animal Genesis, and I think I told you this before, is like, this guy has his own company, and it's all like, like he's trying he uses his company to take care of the planet, to take care of nature, and take all plastic and out of oceans, and and also try to save animals and stuff like that. But when he has, like, the humans in the tubes, and and they're in stasis, and all of them, are immune to diseases and stuff like that. Like, he sends out all of his drones, and all of the, and since, like, his company is like the richest of all other companies, his devices are on every single household, and not only households, but zoos and stuff like that, around the world. He sets free to all animals, and actually kind of like Rise of Planet of the Apes a little bit, drops a little bit of those canisters in Rise of Planet of the Apes,
Yeah.
like sort of like sort of like sort of like have sort of sending that saying that air canisters around the world, and it doesn't affect the animals, but it actually gives them more evolutionary traits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and not only that, but when all of them are awake, that they go on the boats and stuff like that, and when they go to go home, they see the whole world is covered in nature and animals, and like I said, it would just be such an interesting show and stuff, and and but like I said, I just would love to see more animal apocalypse movies and TV shows and animal attack movies, because it's a genre that's well known of being B movies and stuff, and I just want that genre to be changed, because if you look at movies now, comic book movies back then, they were a lot of Marvel's movies and comic book movies were not very well and very campy and all that,
Yeah.
and other genres of movies, but now it looks like they're being redeemed. So why not the Animal genre series?
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Avengers. Oh, they're asking me to react to the door thing. I will. I'll write on my list. I want a Predator 3 where the Predator wins against someone famous to shock the fans. Second thing is don't mess with Dora. I'm 15 and still have her, so don't mess with my woman. Well, your woman's grown up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do
But
need a
yeah.
Predator 3, but need to scrap the whole mech Predator thing, scrap all the global warming thing, and just give us a good Predator versus human fight where the Predator wins. Oops,
Yeah.
and I like Thor being fat because there's a Thor in Greek mythology that's fat, so it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I honestly hate it when they put the heroes to fight villains that are just the same, just opposite. Well, not really their fault. It's kind of just how they were made. A lot of the characters that they fight are the same characters that they fight in the comics, or sorry, their main villains. Only a handful work: Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, and Batman and Joker. I can't think of anything else. Is that a
Yeah.
Ceratops in the background? Yeah, it is. It's the Battle of Big Rock and the Pseudoceratops. I got to do the review of it. I've also got the Allosaurus here. And let's see. Don't forget the female Ghostbusters. Leslie Jones will be mad at you. And what about Daphne Keene? I've been friends with her for 3 years, and she's very nice. Nicer than Bill Murray, I bet. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Wait. They're cutting a Mushu and replacing with a phoenix. That's disrespectful to the Chinese culture. I'm not sure if phoenix originated from China. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, they were apparently supposed to be cutting him, although that could change at some point. But yeah, they're supposed to be cutting and they've already said that like a year ago that they were going to be cutting Mushu from the movie. Lion King is stupid. It's the same movie, just CGI, and it really live action if it's all CGI. It's not really okay. I don't know. It still looks good. It looks good, and we're getting James Earl Jones back as Mufasa, so the movie looks fantastic. That's why I love it so much. It looks good to me. I have nothing against the live action stuff. I mean, it's if that's your argument, and then Avengers Endgame is stupid for re-releasing the dang movie twice. They are. I mean, you can say that, but it really is. It's all just to be Avatar. We're just trying to be Avatar, so that Avengers Endgame can finally claim its spot as the highest grossing movie of all time. Let's see, and for Marvel for adapting comics into movies, it happens all the time. Get over it. Oh, for Marvel adapting comics into movies, I don't know where that came from. Let's see. Oh, I think you're talking about Lion King. No, that ain't what I mean. It's when they call it a live action remake when it ain't live action. It's stupid and it's a cash cow. They need to quit making so many live action movies. I agree, but I still like them. They're still pretty good as long as they're made good. I actually enjoyed Beauty and the Beast. I thought it was a good movie. It could have been, of course, better, but it was still enjoyable. I actually liked it more the second time around. Everything doesn't need to be a remake. I heard that Aladdin wasn't really a remake, though. That it had a lot of elements, new elements, as well as the kind of original story. And Jungle Book was pretty different as well when you think about it. I mean, they killed Aquila. Hiss wasn't, or Kaw wasn't in there as much. And she never even interacted with Shere Khan. So there's quite a few things different with Jungle Book. Why the heck do we need a fifth Freaky Friday remake? That's dumb. That's a direct-to-Disney movie, and we do not need the direct-to-Disney movies. They all suck anyway. Or Footloose or Rambo. Oh, sorry, is my phone going off? 1 second. Connection status is poor. Can you hear me, Tyler? Hey, Tyler, can you still hear me? 1 second, I'll probably call him back in just a minute. Okay. It has dropped. Hold on. I'll call him again just to be sure. That's strange. Might have had to hop off for a minute. Not reachable. Alright, I'll just message him real quick. Alright, just letting him know real quick. And then I can't remember if they're remaking Elm Street. I think I've heard of it. I know a lot of people in my work have been talking about it. Rambo needs, well, technically it doesn't, but at the same point, I really can't wait to see Rambo Last Blood because it is the last Rambo movie. Are they doing Footloose again? Oh, here he is. Oh, 1 second. Let's see. There you are.
Yeah. Sorry. My phone just died.
That's fine. You might not see me. I stick the phone behind the other phone so that they'll be able to hear your voice better.
Okay.
go. But yeah, they were talking about rebooting Rambo or Elm Street, and if they did Elm Street right and made a good, because I actually saw a trailer for a version of Elm Street that looked really good, and the remake wasn't bad. And then of course I would like to see Robert Englund come back for maybe a final entry, but we have to see. I don't remember them ever. They did a one remake of Footloose, but that was a while ago. And then Rambo kind of did deserve to end with John Rambo, but Rambo Last Blood looks pretty good to me. It's not a cash cow, my dude. If it was the CGI, wouldn't be done as good and with passion. Besides, it has to be CGI because it'll just end like a B-rated movie like Beverly Hills Chihuahua. Yeah, that would be bad. Wait, are you talking to me? If so, I'm 16. Wait, what? Stay away from Dora, Jurassic, or your face will be like Glenn's from The Walking Dead, and she's my age. Oh, okay. Ghostbusters, the game, is getting remastered. Oh, that would be awesome if it gets remastered. And they need to make it canon. Why? That was the worst decision they made. Was saying that the game was not canon. I'm still mad about the decision. I don't know if any of y'all ever played Ghostbusters the game, but it's amazing. And you had the original voice cast, of course, even Harold Ramis, which of course he's dead now. They were all back, and the story was great. Oh, Dinah? I mean, that was a true sequel to the original movies. You even had the original actor for Walter Peck, I think, come back. Let's see. They want Kevin Bacon to be Freddy Krueger next. I've never heard of that, but I'm actually kind of on board. He could do it. Although I think the remake version was not bad, and I think the actor of that kind of got thrown to the side. I just thought he did a pretty good job. And then let's see, that would be nice. It's being remastered. Watch the trailer. It's cool. Oh, I have to watch. They got a trailer out for it. I'll have to watch that. I didn't know they were doing that.
Hey Taylor.
Yeah.
By the way, sorry that I got cut off. My phone died, and sorry that I got cut off from the conversation and stuff like that.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, if you guys have any questions like about Marvel, DC, Godzilla, or whatever, put your questions down below or something like that.
Just put them all down and probably go on for about another 20 minutes. Oh, Dinah, you little sneak. Go on for about another 20 minutes, and then I'm probably going to hit the hay after that. Wow, you're on the front page because you said you don't remember the woman Ghostbusters as Jones is yelling at you. Woman on the front page. Who's that, Lodi? Don't knock that over.
Yeah, same because like tomorrow I work at 12:45 to 4:45 tomorrow at my work, and then I work tomorrow at 12 to 6.
Oh yeah, tomorrow I think I might run with my mom. She goes, she gotta travel like 8 hours up for a doctor's appointment, so I might be riding with her this time because my company's having a shutdown for 2 weeks. So for the past week I've been I took time to clean up everything and then just lazy the rest of the week and not doing any videos. And I gotta do some videos this week to make up for it. So I got another.
Some more news about Jurassic, I just saw that the new Jurassic World title is being called New Era.
Oh wow, that's a cool title. I never have heard of that, but that sounds really good.
Yeah.
I was kind of expecting them to do Extinction because that's like the one they have been rumored for so long for every like Jurassic sequel. But New Era sounds really good.
Yeah. not only that, but it gives you an indication being like the Jurassic franchise is not going to end.
Yeah. I have a feeling it will end, but we could always they could always expand it to other lengths in regards to like the cartoon series they got coming out, which is Camp Cretaceous. We're doing
Yeah.
something. I would love an origin movie, but we'd have to see how it goes. I feel like a lot of the mainstream moviegoers would feel that's a stupid and a cash grab, while all of us Jurassic fans would be shouting, "No, please, we want this really bad." I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's no different than people wanting an origin film to Aliens, which is done right, and not Covenant.
Yeah, and plus not just live action movies or like animated movies or cartoon or but also live action TV shows and also TV shows on well we well the well Can Cretaceous go beyond Netflix, but I mean like but you know but like both live action and animated movies and TV shows and movies for like both in theaters and streaming and not only that but like more comic books, more novels, more books, just like like just more uh merchandise and material and lore in the Jurassic Park expanded universe, and not only just dinosaurs but also prehistoric creatures. There's just so much that this franchise needs, and not only that, but like there needs like the Jurassic franchise needs like a Kevin Feige that can like give these characters justice. I mean, to give all these creatures justice and to introduce them, like, because that's what Kevin Feige does, like introduce like characters that people will love so much and creatures that that would not only blow us away but also love and just and that and also unlike the Marvel characters, they're like these creatures were alive and stuff like that.
Yeah, we actually kind of already have that in Colin Trevorrow. It's just I hope that he would because he's a big fan-driven guy, which is unfortunate for them to not give him the chance with Star Wars because he really the fan the fans drive him and he does everything for the fans. Of course, introducing dinosaurs in Fallen Kingdom like Baryonyx, and he's very hands-on with like the DPG and all the websites and all that. And he see it was him that did the he directed that Jeep commercial for Universal with the T-Rex and Jeff Goldblum. He directed that, so he's really our Kevin Feige. Hopefully, if we can just keep his spirits up for Jurassic Park. Also, regarding cartoons, since today is the last day of Jurassic June, 3 days ago they released that the InGen, I forget, InGen Outpost, something like that. But they essentially have the original teaser for the original concept teaser for Jurassic Park, the animated series from the 90s, and they're supposed to be releasing it today. Or they said they were going to be releasing it during Jurassic June, and today's the last day of Jurassic June.
Yeah.
So we will finally learn what that cartoon was going to look like. Hopefully it'll be soon. Hopefully it'll be today because it's supposed to be today.
And and not only that, I also really hope that we get more dino battles and I really hope Can Cretaceous like because like for me I'm fine with the animated and stuff, but it's just like the contract that they have with DreamWorks is to make it like family friendly and kid, but it's just I just really hope that they really it really honors the fans and stuff like that because like I said before that about Michael Pena being Dora like and all that. It's just that I just really hope that that Universal and I just really hope that like they know the fans and and they not only respect the fans but like give the fans that they want, like not just like for the kids side because we've been getting more and more stuff for the kids that are fans of Jurassic Park. Give us like like something for the older the fans that are older because they've been part of this franchise longer than the kids and stuff because the kids some of them might been like a fan of it for a couple years, or a couple months, or a day, but we've been fans for it for so long.
Yeah. I don't know, but the DreamWorks they released that teaser. That was actually kind of scary with how the Velociraptor ran up against the screen like that.
Yeah, like I'm not saying that would be bad, but I just hope that
Oh yeah.
they do it right. I just hope they do this show so right.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. The CGI looked flawless on it, so hopefully that'll make it into the actual series.
Yeah, and hopefully Camp Cretaceous like explores as much in Jurassic World. So like the stuff that we saw at the concept art and all that. Hopefully we see like the scene that I would like to see in Camp Cretaceous is I don't know if you remember this concept art, but like seeing like like a little pteranodon attack, but and it grabbed like a guy's leg and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the Mosasaurus like grabbed like pteranodon, and the pteranodon let go of the guy's leg. So I like to see something like that explore more of Jurassic World than of like the stuff that we didn't see before.
Yeah. I had an idea, but I can't remember what it was exactly. What are you doing there? Yeah, let's see. Olsen, do you want Thor to stay fat because he was cool fat, and in Greek mythology there's a Thor that's fat?
Um, um, that's a good question. Well, for me, I actually like Fat Thor because yeah, like the mythology and stuff like that. But for me, I think it was a good decision for him to be fat because because I think because as you look at the character and you look he's been through, he lost his like his home, he lost his people, he lost his mother, he lost his father, he lost his sister, he lost his brother. He has lost so much, and it just show and it was good to show like a depression and PTSD and stuff like that. And the Russo brothers, they said that they're doing like a movie of like people with PTSD because because like just like me, I have some friends I know that have PTSD, and the Russo brothers know people that have PTSD, so they're doing a movie like that of that. So yeah, I for me, I like that they just showed a character that's just been broken, and as you look at like the first introduction, and when he says Thanos, you know that he's just been depressed, and he just doesn't. And for me, I love that evolution of that character because like Thor, he at the end he didn't want to be a king. He wants to be his own because he was born to be a king, but he doesn't want it, and that's why I love him. Just for being evolution, that he wants to be like with the Guardians. He wants to make his own story, not have like someone to tell him, no, you're supposed to be a king. No, I don't want to be a king. I want to be something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And not only that, but I would love to see. I would like for me, like after in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I would love to see, like him with Adam Warlock and hopefully Ray Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, and having them to do their own like event like Cosmic Avengers or something like that.
Yeah.
Because like Kevin Feige did say that Phase 4 and this MCU will still be together and still but have one for like the Earthbound and one for the Cosmic Bound, and they will obviously meet up, but like I like that they said that they're going to do them separate, so like have but still connected, so so set for like an Earthbound villain and set for a Cosmic villain and all that, and yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Is
Crawl
you're
will be
wondering
the.
what that
Sorry.
sound? Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Is you're wondering what that sound is? That's just airplane going by because we live near an airport.
That's fine. What? Y'all. What? I'll be back in just a second. All right, I'm back. Let's see. So what were you saying a minute ago?
Yeah, just, if you're wondering what that sound was, that was just an airplane going by because we live near an airport.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Crawl will be the first alligator movie. Well, technically, there is an actual creature flick called Alligator, so it'll be like second. Can you react to Dora and Ghostbusters Remastered? Yeah, I'll put on the list to react to. Yes, react to them. I think in 30 years, the MCU will be buried or we burned out like Westerns, but they still have one a year, kind of like X-Men, but not as often. Maybe. Did
I
you...
don't think
Go ahead.
I don't think it'll be burned out. Like, maybe it will show. Well, I know like franchise. I know some franchises like they'll have some bumps along the way, but I don't think they'll burn it out because like I think when you have a person like Kevin Feige, and probably after when he's gone, somebody takes his place, and like when they find the right someone and stuff like that. Like I do like, and since they have like like characters that they got back from like Fox and stuff like that, and people, and in the Fox Marvel universe, we have gone a lot of them have not been well deserved and well good. Like
Yeah.
we like like it's just like the NCU that we're heading to now is not only getting more bigger, but we're getting characters that we want to see when Marvel when we were getting Marvel movies before the NCU, and and not only that, but like it's just getting more bigger and more just and just more and just like more characters and more like just more. It's one tries to get more closer to the Marvel comics and bring and having all the characters like come back to Marvel like with
Oh shoot.
and yeah,
Yeah. Sorry, I dropped you for a second. I was trying to read the... Make sure it wasn't dying.
no problem. But yeah, I
There you
mean
go.
like being closer to the Marvel comics and bringing all the characters back to Marvel and yeah, like I said, like there'll be some bumps, but I don't think it'll burn out because like they're giving because the NCU is giving a lot of characters justice and stuff we deserve. And for Fox, we had some. I'm not saying all of them are bad. We had some very good ones. Days of Future Past, X-Men 2 and 1, and we had and Deadpool Logan was probably one of the best comic movies ever. But it's just like we just want a lot of the characters that they had, and just we just want them to get the like the justice that they deserve and accuracy and give the characters like a proper introduce them properly and do it right, handle them right, just what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, if you see Hulk versus Wolverine versus like Doctor Doom or something like that, why would you why like like that's like that's like you know when you leave the NCU and stuff like that, you're like oh shoot, like this happened, like it's just like yeah, if you left after Endgame, that's fine, but like one day you'll probably want to come back because the NCU is going to make, because even though like some people might leave after Endgame, they're going to come back because like of what the NCU is going to be coming now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like Endgame was the ending of the Infinity Saga, and I like that because like you know because I just really hate that some franchises when they end it, I'm happy, but there's just so much a lot more they can do now because after 11 years and stuff.
Yeah.
and I was watching this video, and it was actually about like why Marvel want to create their own studios is because when they were having movie studios like do their own movies, they were getting paid less than what the movies made. So like Blade, when they came out, they the movies made about $40 million, but Marvel got paid $25,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then for Spider-Man, they got paid $25 million when the movies made $1 billion and stuff. So it's just like like Marvel want to have not only more creative control but also more, but they do it their way, and not only that, but thanks to that, the MCU has really give the fans more pleasure and more satisfied than some of the other than some of the movie series of what they give us. They have, like I said, the movie series they have of Marvel. They have some of them have give us good ones, but they also give us a lot of bad ones.
Yeah. Let's see. Did you read the new sequel to Old Man Logan called Dead Man Logan? Honestly, no, I haven't. I haven't read a lot of comics. I've recently been reading the Swamp Thing issue comics from Walmart. That's really the only comics I've been reading lately, and I absolutely love the storylines to those. Uh, I want an R-rated Old Man Logan that follows the comic Old Man Logan, then Dead Man Logan because Disney is going to make R-rated movies. We'll have to see. We kind of already got Old Man Logan in a way with Logan, but they can always work it out. My pop is 80 and fat and owns a tree company, and he still climbs the trees with a chainsaw. People go outside and record him. The only embarrassing part, he's shirtless, pounding his chest like Tarzan. That sounds like I do. Even does the Tarzan yell. That sounds like me when I'm like 60. Marvel, or everything gets burned out. Old monster movies, Star Wars, Star Trek, and the westerns they said would never quit. Well, tell me where all the westerns are every year, now. Well, you got a couple westerns. I mean, a few years ago we had, we just had The Kid come out with Chris Pratt and forget who else.
The Magnificent Seven?
Yeah, Magnificent Seven came out a few years ago, but there was another one called The Kid that came out just recently with Chris Pratt. And awesome 70s and 80s action movies get burned out. I wouldn't say that. I mean, they've basically been replaced with The Equalizer and John Wick and so forth. Marvel movies will die slowly like cancer. I think there'll become a little bit of fatigue in the next few decades, but I don't. It's not going to die, at least for a while.
I would never make that comparison, and plus, that, and plus, I don't think that at all. They'll have, yes, like I said, they might have bumps, but they'll never go like that. And
yeah.
And like I said, I would never compare that to that word because I lost some people in my family to that disease, and I just don't want to say it because it really, it's just sorry.
That's fine. And The Kid wasn't a big hit, and do you see how there are very few westerns? The word is very few. Yeah, but westerns are one genre, and superheroes in general, specifically the Marvel movies we have now, are full of different genres, from spy thrillers to action to drama to romance to horror and so forth. A lot more genres, a lot more stories to tell.
Exactly.
So it's going to live a lot longer.
Yeah. Like the Western drama, like you said, is one genre. Like it's just like cowboys, Indians, and stuff like that. Like there's just it's not universal. The superhero genre is universal. Like there's ones for dinosaurs, the Savage Land, and prehistoric creatures. There's the space. There's the action, spy thriller, just so much.
I'm probably gonna kill it in about 6 minutes because everyone else in my house just went to bed, surprisingly. So guys, I'll probably go ahead and hit the hay in about 6 minutes. Call it at 3:20. because I know Tyler. He's gonna want to get some sleep before tomorrow. I know I enjoy mine. So go ahead and type whatever last questions you have for tonight in the comment section.
Yeah, like I said, I work on the first and the second. But the good thing is about why I work on the second is I I we're probably maybe going to have a cast screening for like at the end of the night for Spider-Man Far From Home, and I really cannot wait to go see it because because the reason, and I am going to go see it a second time on the 5th, but I want to see it before to just like be like, okay, I can still go on the internet because I already seen the movie, and so I don't have to don't have to avoid spoilers because I just hate when people spoil the movie and stuff.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go see it next week on Tuesday.
Yeah. But yeah, and also yeah, and yeah, I work at 12:45 till 4:45, and then on the second I work at 12 to 6.
Yeah, my usual schedule is about I clock in at 5:20 and then I get out at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But my sister started working with me now, so she's gonna go in earlier. So that means I gotta wake up at least another 30 minutes earlier, which is gonna be great. But let's see. Are you going to see Dora? Because if you do, bring your little sister. Because I'm going alone. I might get kicked out of the theater for being a teenager going to see Dora alone. Yeah, maybe, but I doubt I'll go see it. My granddad might want to go see it with my cousin and my little sister, but I don't know if my little sister even cares about Dora anymore.
I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think you and family should go see this movie because, like, just seeing the Dora trailer, like that little kid, you don't want to see a sexualized Dora or like see her like bringing weapons or something like that. Like it's like I said, this movie should not be made, and I don't think it's appropriate for anyone.
Yeah, I just can't get over that description.
Yeah.
Let's see.
If you don't believe me, watch the trailer.
I can almost believe it because I know the actress who plays as Dora in that movie. I just saw her in another movie called Instant Family. Go watch that, and that's good. Let's see. Last question for you: have you seen Big Jake starring John Wayne? Yeah, I love Big Jake. It's a great movie. One of my favorite John Wayne movies. My favorite John Wayne movie though is Atari. Atari is about where he lives in Africa with some other game catchers, and they catch animals for zoos and circuses. It's a pretty good movie. And then I want to see a hot Dora fighting people with guns. He just wants to see Uncharted with Dora.
Oh,
Essentially, what was it? The
don't.
last Uncharted game they came out with the two women. I forget the women's names. I know they're part of the other games in the series. And then Instant Family was great. Instant Family was a funny movie, but because I saw that movie, I can picture her portraying Dora in that way.
Yeah. Also, the actress who's playing Dora in the new Dora movie.
Yeah.
She's the same one. She's the same girl from The Last Night, Transformers: The Last Night.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And yeah, she was in Instant Family. I just saw that a few weeks ago.
Yeah, and I saw a little bit of that movie. I'm like, this is cheesy and stuff, and not only that, but guess what? She's an Instant Family. But guess what? She's not an Instant Family right now, and not anymore because like her and Dora, like that family is like we don't know her because like if you're working with Michael Bay at that age, that might ruin your career.
Yeah. Or make it if you're Megan Fox.
Yeah, like Michael Bay, like I not like he is a good guy in real life. Like like that dog the last night it was the world's loneliest dog. So he is a good human being to like in real life, but it's just like for movies and stuff like that. Like besides like 13 hours, like like
Hit
it's
or
like
miss.
these are bad, but at least like he's no Justin Bieber. He's not an a-hole in real life.
Yeah. And then I love Dora. My brother put a tattoo of her on my back. Oh, jeez, man. Don't go to prison. That's a bit too much, but you do
Yeah.
you.
Also, have you seen the new Detective Pikachu movie yet?
No, I haven't. I was gonna wait for it on Redbox.
Yeah. Well, it's actually coming out on DVD pretty soon, this July and then early August.
Oh, cool. Gotta see that and Shazam. There's a few other movies I gotta see too. Still, I can't remember though. Then let's see what just came out. I want to show my sister's Captain Marvel. I can't wait for Endgame to come out on DVD and Blu-ray so I can show my sisters because they didn't want to go see it. They thought it'd be too sad to see. So I gotta wait and do a live stream of them watching it.
Yeah, and yeah, I pre-ordered the Endgame and the Pikachu. I'm honestly going to get Shazam too because like my mom and me were supposed to go see it, but she was sick and stuff, and that whole month in April I was so busy and stuff. But luckily I saw it the last day it was in theaters and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was good. It was really good. And not only that, but like Dwayne Johnson's the producer on that film, and also they're also doing the Black Adam movie, and he is good, and they're also doing the sequel of it. So I hope I would love to see Dwayne Johnson in Shazam 2 as Black Adam or something like that. And not only that, but Dwayne Johnson is also in talks of being in a Marvel role in the MCU.
Yeah, I heard of that too. Let's see. What, you don't think I can last in prison? Not if you have a Dora the Explorer tattoo.
Oh,
There'll be some exploring, but it won't be the kind you want.
Yeah. Just asking, since Dwayne Johnson's going to be is in talks playing the role in the MCU, which Marvel character would you see him as?
Maybe. No, not Hercules. I was about to say Hercules. Maybe. See, what is that one supervillain's name? He essentially has all the powers of Superman. I can't remember his name though.
I know what you're talking about. I think I know this one. I can't remember, but I know what you're talking about. There was some rumors that he's rumored to play the Sane.
The what?
The Sane.
The Sane?
The Sane. The Sane.
Oh, the Thing. Yeah, the Thing would be good too. Hyperion. Hyperion was the character I was thinking of.
What about I know which character he would be good to play.
Who?
I think he might be good as I think he would be he's too tall for the role, maybe Namor, but I would see him as maybe Namor, but I would see him but I think I would see him more as shoot. I would see him as like as I can't remember. But yeah, maybe Namor.
Well, I think I prefer an Asian actor to play his Namor, but maybe Tiger Shark.
Yeah. Or I have a good one. I would see him as maybe I think J. Jameson's son. Maybe maybe like like the space werewolf or something like that, like
That'd be
that sort
cool.
of thing.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bye. I'm going to see Godzilla 2 and Dark Phoenix. And remember, you should get Dora tattoo on your back. Bye. P.S. The tattoo thing is not a joke. I have one. Oh dear.
I seen Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, I haven't, but my pastor went and saw it. He said it was bad.
Yeah, yeah. For me, it was bad, but I liked the scenes between like James McAvoy, and I love the scenes of Michael Fassbender. I love Michael Fassbender in the X-Men movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and Jessica Chastain, like, I think she needs to resync herself because she denied roles in the MCU and stuff, but she got a role in the Marvel Fox universe.
Yeah.
So since that probably hurts her reputation, I think she needs to go to the MCU, go back to the MCU and start accepting a role there, because at least the MCU is more faithful than that's the word I was looking for before when I was talking about of them introducing characters and all that. But yeah, being more faithful to the fans than Dark Phoenix, because and plus and like I said, the MCU is more is more better movies than the Fox Marvel universe and stuff. Well, some of them are good, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm gonna cut off in this thing because this phone's about to die. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, hang on a second, Irving. Before I go, you have something to say. What's wrong with loving Dora? He replies, nothing, but having a tattoo of her is wrong. It's sick. I love her, Dora, more smoking than Steve Irwin. Wait, what?
Oh.
More smoking than Steve Irwin's daughter. Mindy? Hey. This is the third time I'm seeing it, or he's talking about Dark Phoenix now. I've not seen Godzilla, so that's new. I hope Rodan is cool. He's my favorite monster. Oh, Rodan will not disappoint you. You might be disappointed. Joking, no spoilers. I was about to say, yeah, Rodan does not disappoint, period. And neither does Mothra, neither does Ghidorah, and neither does Godzilla. Alright, guys, so thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting and leaving your ideas in the description. Be sure to check out Tyler's YouTube. You have YouTube, right?
Yeah.
His YouTube channel as well as his Instagram page, and yeah, you'll be able to reach out to him like you said earlier.
Yeah.
He says, "Remember Dora hot, and goodbye." I will refrain from that and wish you a good day, sir. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and thanks, Tyler, for coming on. It was real fun finally being able to talk about all this stuff. I've been meaning to do so. And good luck for you tomorrow, because I know that adulting, I got another week to play around before I got to go back.
Yeah. Yeah, like for me, it's going to be busy because it's Canada Day here, and today was so busy. You work at the movie theater at the Crossfire Mills Mall that I work at. You will be shocked at how many people show up on a Sunday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was packed. I never seen people like that since I started working in December.
Huh.
Yeah.
So what is he saying here? Goodbye. I think I messed his brain up after saying that. Yeah. See, if he was going to prison, which is likely, what do you think his sentence would be? I think they'd take pity on him. I think they'd take pity on him knowing that that's on his body. Death. And that's a bit much. Alright, guys, but thanks for watching, and hope y'all enjoyed doing the live stream. So, yeah, good luck with your tattoo, man. I recommend getting a workover on it and possibly replacing it with Rodan, if you like Rodan. Just have Rodan just burn Dora to the ground of your back. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope y'all enjoyed live stream. And thanks, Tyler, for joining us.
Love being on here, and also my YouTube channel. I'm active, but I haven't made a lot of videos because it's just I just been busy, and I just haven't had time and stuff. But I'm still active, and I still commented and all that. But I just haven't made a video because not only not only of time on it to do videos, but also I just I just haven't had the time and the money and stuff like that.
Yeah. It says Dora kissing Rodan. No, you just need to cover Rodan like a phoenix rising from the ashes that covers Dora and basically incinerates her.
Yeah.
Just cover that all up. Alright, well anyway, we gotta end it here. So thanks for watching, guys. And thanks. You sick man. Alright, we gotta cut it off here. Alright. Alright. So here we go. Feel bad. I don't know if he had anything else to say. But anyway, thanks guys, of course. And I'm gonna hit the hay because I'm exhausted. So hope y'all enjoyed everything. Any kitty cats? And I gotta do these reviews tomorrow. I don't want to ask anymore.